Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome back to Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Today is episode 30, I think. It's kind of a milestone. Who cares? But anyways, I don't have a ton to say. Every episode of Unlimited Blade Works has been amazing so far, so I am really excited to jump right back in. Let's just get back to it. After Shiro was burning up all night instead of just asking for some help. Goodness. What a move. I slowly opened my eyes. The night that felt like it'd last forever has ended. You probably got literally no sleep. I don't know if I could not bear the pain anymore if the pain went away at some point. Anyway, I feel no pain, and I don't feel sleepy nor tired. Really? Must be nice. My head is cleared up, as I managed to get about 3 hours of sleep. 3 hours clears your head, man? Are you for real? Oh man, that must be nice. Boy, if I don't get like at least 8 hours, I feel like crap for the whole day. Typically I need more than that, though. I get up from the sweaty futon. Then, as soon as I get up, my left foot slips. I touch my left foot thinking it's strange. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no pain or blood, and I don't feel like I'm touching my leg. Don't feel anything on my left leg or my left arm. Oh, that's okay. You didn't need those nerves anyways, I guess. I try pinching the left side of my chest and again, feel nothing. Guess my body hasn't fully healed yet, even though the pain went away. The whole left side of my body is numb, and it doesn't feel like it's my body. I think something like this happens frequently. Frequently? You have an issue. I mean, let's hope it's that simple. They just need to wake up, but I have a feeling it's not. Yeah, that. This is like the numbing one gets from having the blood circulation to a limb cut off temporarily. Well, it moves fine, so it should heal in no time. Reacts slowly, and it feels like I'm moving it using a controller, but it shouldn't hinder my everyday life if I'm careful. Is he just like not gonna bring this up to Saber? That's such a bold move. Okay, by bold I mean dumb, that is. Just so worried about, I don't know, like not worrying others. That he's probably not even gonna mention that, yeah, half my body's numb. And I stayed up almost the entire night in agonizing pain. I refrained from using a knife this morning and make a simple breakfast consisting mainly of bread. My dominant hand, the right hand, is good, so I can use the frying pan. I cook some ham and eggs, instant clam chowder, and make breakfast for 3. Itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. The two bow and dig into the toast. Saber eats the toast and salad like always, munching and nodding. Yeah, it's interesting to see Saber using chopsticks, but Western food suits her more. Saber's usually quiet. It's not that she's untalkative, but it seems like she considers silence a virtue. So this is how she is during meals. It's easier for me to stay quiet during meals, so a meal like this is ideal for me. Then, I realize why it's so quiet this morning. Fujini's not there?
Yeah, ohayo! De, are? Nani? Kesa wa Furansu?
Whoops. In a word. Forgot to voice that. Tough. Fujini didn't stay over last night. Does that mean we're like finally at the point where potentially we'll be able to go actually do things at night? Because Sakura is no longer here and Fujini is no longer here either. Also, we have not seen Sakura in a while. Maybe we should have gone to Sakura in the last episode. Because I don't think it was ultimately that important calling Tohsaka. Most likely. Well, it could have been. I give Fujini her mug.
その割にはそこはかとなくインスタントの匂いがするよ、シロ。
Dang.
気のせいだ。起きたばっかりだから鼻が利かないんだろ。
Bro, So ungrateful. This smells like instant food.
そっか、言われてみればそうかも。
Like, my bad.
あ、セーバーちゃんもおはよう。昨日は帰れなくてごめんね。
Okay, so it wasn't like she's gone permanently now thing. She just wasn't here last night. Okay. Well, that's convenient timing. Fujini gulps down the hot clam chowder like some kind of sports drink. I bet there's some special coating on her throat.
おはようタイガー。昨夜は姿が見えませんでしたが、何かあったのですか？
うん、ちょっとお仕事じゃないか。単にお見舞いに回ってるだけなんだけどね。それも昨日で終わったから、今日からはまたのんびりできるなり。
Well, that's awfully kind of you to have done that. But I guess that means you are home again now. She puts margarine on her bread while she's speaking. Doesn't really matter, but Fujini doesn't use butter. I can ask her why, but I don't want to since I'm sure I'll get a stupid response. Honestly, yeah, you're probably right.
なあ藤根、入院したやつで重症なのは何人ぐらいいるんだ？
重症な子はいないよ。今は病院で様子を見てるだけで、週が明ければみんな元気に登校できるって。
Well, that's good.
だから大丈夫よ、シロ。今回の事故は気にしないで気楽に行っていいんだから。
So the fact that Ryder died so early, like, very well could have saved a lot of lives. Very likely did. I mean, not that any of them really died in the Fate route, but that's because they were forced to retreat in the Fate route pretty fast. So, we luckily managed to avoid tons of deaths again. Fujini bites into her toast. She looks so carefree that looking at her makes me feel like I can trust her.
そっか、それはよかった。
そうそう。世はすべてこともなし。私も今日の夕ご飯を楽しみにしてるのだ。
She's a peaceful smile. Yeah. At times like this, she reminds me that Fujini is Fujini.
それじゃあ行ってくる。今まで通り留守番よろしくな、セイバー。
But I'm on monitor.
はい、それはいいのですが、シロ、台所に食事の作り置きがないようでしたが、今日は昼食抜きなのですか？
This girl is a lard. I swear she is a lard. Lard lass. Oh man. She just 100% felt the need to address that before we left. She's basically like, where's my lunch, Shiro? I don't see any lunch. Hey, you think I'm just going without lunch today?
まあいや、今日は土曜だから早く帰ってこれるんだ。少し遅くなるけど、昼飯時には戻ってくるから、昼ご飯は俺が作るよ。
そうですか。シロ、そういうことはきちんと言ってもらわねば困ります。どうも今朝のシロは気が緩んでいるようです。反応も鈍いですし、何か気がかりなことでもあるのですか？
Yeah, I don't think Shiro wants to answer that question. No, it's something small, don't worry about it. We definitely can feel every limb in our body, okay?
いや、別にないぞ。昨日の今日で体がまだ重いけど、こんなのすぐに戻る。
The left side of my body is still numb, but it doesn't hurt, so there's no problem. I can't tell Saber about such a thing and worry her. You totally can and you should, but...
まあ、確かに悪かった。食事はセイバーの唯一の趣味だもんな。謝罪の意味も込めて、昼飯は5銭にするから、それで帳消しにしてくれ。
You know, it's sad in a way that that's true, but it is true, and that's kind of funny. Meals are your only hobby. Oh, man. Somebody needs to branch out a bit. I wave goodbye and go to the door.
何か今の言いようは納得いきません。私はただ食事を抜いては有事の際に力が出せないと。
いいからいいから。それじゃあ留守番よろしくな、セイバ
I leave Saber's complaints behind me.
ー。なんだ、 思ったより疲れるな。
I touch my numb left leg. Didn't happen when I was in the house, but I start feeling sick once I start walking. Even though it doesn't affect my movements, it's a big mental burden to walk with a numb body.
いや、これぐらい我慢しないと。この程度、二人に比べたらどうってことないんだから。
Yeah, I gotta be honest. I don't think that's true. At all, really. Even though she healed up, Saber got her throat cut and was smashed against a wall. Excuse me. Tohsaka took that hammer-like blow to her chest. It should be nothing for me, as it didn't actually take a hit.
さて、
I step out with my numb left leg and start walking down the hill. I feel slightly nauseous. I walk to school with ghost-like steps. Jesus, man. You are so stubborn. Unbelievable. Then, school's over before I notice it. It might be because of my body, but I don't have a sense of time. I don't remember anything about the lectures, and I'm not too sure what I did either.
まずいかな、やっぱり。
Yeah, that's really bad. The left side of my body is still numb. Even though I don't feel anything, having it numb for so long gets me worried.
なんか感じないくせに重くなってきた気がするし。
The nausea won't go away either. And of course, Kuzuki wasn't at school.
帰ろう。セイバーもお腹減らしてるだろうし。
Could you imagine if Kuzuki was just chilling at school? I grab my bag to go home. I think I've forgotten to do something, but I should remember once I go home and rest. Did he forget something?
No.
Did Tohsaka ask us to do something today? I remember when I walk up the hill with my numb left leg.
そういえば、遠坂と話をするの忘れてた。
Yikes. Forgot about it since I had my hands full with my body, and since my head was spaced out. Well, I'm sure nothing big happened since she didn't come see me. Considering my condition, I can contact her once I get better. Yeah, emphasis on the once you get better, bro. Please take some time to rest and recover. That boy needs some R&R. I announce myself loudly and head to the kitchen. I put the food I bought in the refrigerator, wash my hands, and put on my apron. I've been making codfish pot tonight, so I'll use some meat for lunch. I think about making teriyaki chicken and start getting ready.
シロ、帰ったのですか？
No, we're not. Saber must have heard me as she comes in from the porch.
ああ、遅くなってすまない。すぐに飯にするから休んでいてくれ。セイバーもお腹減って。
Time for her to deny it. Crap. I dropped the dish in my hand since I was preoccupied with Saber.
シロ、食器が割れていますが。
We noticed.
うん。皿を割るなんて初めてだ。
Yeah, you might need to get yourself checked out, Shira. Surprised as well, so I respond stupidly.
すまん。すぐに片付けるから、セイバーは気にせず座っていていいぞ。
I pick up a piece.
あれ
I drop it.
疲れているようですね、シロは。
Yeah, and literally numb.
いいです。片付けは私がしますから。シロは調理に専念してください。
How's he gonna do that if he can't hold a plate? I guess trying to pick it up with my left hand was a mistake. Oh my god. Yeah, no kidding. Well, that's a good lesson. My left hand is still numb, so I'll be really careful when using the kitchen knife.
シロ、無理せずとも結構ですから、単純な料理をお願いします。気を入れてくれるのは嬉しいのですが、料理にあなたの血が混ざっているというのは困る。
Yeah, I think it'd be a little better without that touch. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I don't want that either. I'd be a failure as a cook.
了解。気合を入れるのは夕飯にして、昼は簡単なもので済ますよ。とりあえずメインはそのまま。予定していたかぼちゃと大根は自重するけど、いいかな。
I take 200 grams of chicken, put it on the cutting board, and carefully ready my fork. I have to make the main dish with care because of what I told Saber this morning.
はい。期待しています、シロ。
Saber replies as if she can sense my enthusiasm. I'm more enthusiastic now. Poke some holes first with the fork and...
ピンポン
Tohsaka, maybe?
来客のようですが。
Thanks, Saber.
そうみたいだな。ちょっと出てくる。
Odds that it's
はい、
Tohsaka?
今出ます。
It's pretty likely. Could be someone else, though, obviously. I jog to the door. It's rare for someone to come visit at this time. Ujini doesn't ring the bell, and she has a spare key. I don't have many guests, and since there aren't that many houses around, I don't have many neighbors.
誰だろう一体。
Well, it's not anyone hostile since my father's boundary field isn't ringing, so I bet it's someone from Fujini's place.
はい、どなたですか？
I open the door, then my mind freezes. He's like, oh no, I'm sorry, I forgot to talk to you, I'm so sorry, I forgot, I'm sorry. Please do not incur your wrath. She looks pissed. We stare at each other silently. Well, I'm just dumbfounded, but Tohsaka looks angry.
遠坂。なんで？
定時連絡エミヤくんがすっぽかしたから。
定時連絡をすっぽかしたって。そりゃ確かに遠坂と会うのを忘れてたけど、そもそもそんな決まり事はあったっけ？
I don't remember agreeing on it. I think at this point she just kind of expected it. Tohsaka glares at me silently. This is bad. I don't know why she's mad, but I feel like I've done something really bad.
すまん。忘れてたのは謝る。協力者として定時連絡は当然の義務だった。
I must satisfy her.
そうよ。状況は何も変わってないんだから、お互いの確認は当然じゃない。
Yeah, except somebody didn't. I sigh with relief. It's surprising enough to see Tohsaka in my place, so having her get mad at me here is like an out-of-this-world experience. Yeah, that's fair. I have to take care of this troublesome situation as fast as possible.
話は分かった。連絡はすぐにするから、遠坂も帰ってくれていい。ここまで来てもらってわざわざすまなかった。
Nah, she's chilling here now. Do you think she's just gonna leave like that? Come on. Get out of here. Hey, why make a face like that?
遠坂。要件は分かったから、ひとまず帰って橋の下の公園で落ち合うんじゃないのか。
I get a bad feeling, so I ask timidly. That must have been the last straw. Tohsaka's good at reading what I fear the most.
いいえ、いい機会だから今日はここで会議するわ。
Yeah, I told you she's inviting herself in, bro.
まさかわざわざここまで来た友人を追い返すなんてしないわよね、エミヤくんは。
Nope, probably not. She smiles like a devil and says a devilish thing.
ここで会議するって、うちに上がるっていうのか、お前。
Apparently, yeah.
何よ、あなただって私の家に上がったでしょ。それに今回が初めてってわけじゃないし、今さら隠すことなんてないんじゃない？
Those are both fair points, actually. That's right. It was Tohsaka that treated my wound on that night I first met Saber. But then, I was just confused about this master thing, and the fact that Tohsaka was at my house didn't register. Even if we're cooperating, Tohsaka is Tohsaka. She's the school idol and a girl of my age. It's an outrageous situation for her to come into my house. Wait, why is she coming in? Bro, she just said, yeah, I
じゃあ
don't
お
need an
邪魔し
invite.
ます。話し合いなんだから今でいいわよね、エミヤくん。
She said, I don't need an invite, I'm coming in.
待てってばバカ。いいのかお前。遠坂なのに俺ん家に上がったりしたら大変だぞ。
いいからいいから。ああ、それとお昼食べてないからよろしくね。
Oh man, I love their banter, man. The intruder, Tohsaka Rin, comes into the house.
待てってば。この考えなしもほどほどにしろ。
I object in a loud voice, but it has no effect on my enemy. The intruder carelessly goes into the living room, leaving me confused out in the hallway. She's not just gonna take no for an answer, bro. So, after the three of us have lunch, we talk about our future plans. The topic, of course, is Caster. We talk for about 4 hours on how to beat her at the Ryudo Temple, but the results are not good.
はあ、結局正面からの実力行使しかないってわけね。セイバーの話が本当なら、サーバントは正門からしか入れないって言うし。
Yeah, it's gonna be an issue. I don't know that a frontal assault on Caster is gonna work that well, but...
そうですね。あの山には霊体に対する 強力な結界が張られていますから、私では正門から突入するしか手はありません。クラス的に単独行動が可能であるアーチャーならば多少の無理は効くでしょうが。
で、無理して疲弊しきった体で境内に上がったらキャスターが待ち伏せているわけだろ。
Yeah.
そんなのいい的じゃないか。
Like, first priority is we gotta defeat Assassin. So that the gate's, like, relatively unguarded.
まあね、
But it won't be that
的を射
simple.
るあいつが的にされてちゃしょうがないわ。ま、アサシンだけならセイバーとアーチャーのコンビで倒せるだろうけど、境内に上がった後、キャスターをどう追い詰めるかも問題か。
Yeah, if they fight Assassin and Saber, and Caster, not Saber, at, like, the same time, yeah, those kind of problems will definitely arise. It's not gonna be easy. If she has that much time, right, of advance notice, right, and it's not us, like, somehow getting the jump on her, like, realistically, it'd be extremely tough for us to do anything, especially after a fight with Assassin.
エミヤ君の話じゃとんでもない魔力の貯蔵量だっていうし、下手に追い詰めたら流動寺ごと道連れにされかねない。
Yeah, that's the issue, huh?
確かにキャスターは潔い死を迎える性質ではないようでしたし、自らが滅びるなら私たちごと爆散しかねない。無論そうなれば竜道寺も消え去りますが。
セイバーしれっと怖いこと言うよな。
Well, that's the reality of it. Just don't let it get destroyed.
キャスターのやつ追い詰められたら自爆するっていうのか。
I could see it.
するでしょう、そりゃ。
しますね、おそらく。
They're in perfect unison. Come to think of it, Saber and Tohsaka have the same opinions, and it seems like they approve of each other in combat. Both of them are saying not to attack there, so challenging the Rito Temple must be really hard.
ああ、なんだ。もうこんな時間なんだ。
The clock's sound echoes through the living room. It's 6 o'clock and the sky is tinted red.
とりあえず話し合いはここまでだな。そろそろ夕飯の支度をしないと。
I get up. I'll be making codfish pot tonight, so it won't take that long for me to cook it. All I need to do is cook the rice and make something that'll go with the pot.
何よ、エミヤ君。人の顔ジロジロ見ちゃって。
I think he's expecting you to leave. Well, why is she making herself at home when we're about to make dinner?
それにさっきからずっと離れているし、そこがエミヤ君の定位置かどうかは知らないけど、話し合いをするんだからもっと近くにいないと不便でしょ。
He's...
なんだってそんなとこにいるのよ、あなたは。
distancing himself a bit. This whole situation's gotta be awkward for him. Tohsaka, who's sitting magnificently at the table, stares at me, who is sitting at the very corner. Excuse me. There's only one reason why I'm distancing myself from Tohsaka.
バカ言え。俺の定位置はお前が陣取ってるところだよ。それを遠坂が横取りするからこうなったんだろ。
She chugged his spot! That's tough. I complain with all my might.
ははー、そっか。外じゃマスター同士ってことで気にならなかったけど、自分の家の中になったら素に戻るってことね。
悪いかバカ。男なんだからこんなの普通の反応だ。
It's strange not to be nervous when it's a girl of my age, and Tohsaka at that. I've been having the meeting normally, frantically telling myself that we're both masters. It's pitiful, but I was nervous throughout the meeting. I don't know how many cups of tea I had.
でもおかしくない？セイバーだって女の子だし、聞いた話じゃ藤村先生もさくらもここに来るんでしょ？なら私だって似たようなものじゃない。
Well, he sees you in a different light, Tohsaka. It's not! Saber and Tohsaka are different, Fujini and Tohsaka are different, and Sakura and Tohsaka are different. First of all, I can handle being with Saber because she's someone to fight alongside with.
いいからもう帰れ。うちはこれから夕飯なんだ。大阪も。
あら、
Oops.
結論が出てもないのに帰れるわけないでしょ？夕飯をごちそうになった後、今後の方針を決めるんじゃないの？
She's fighting to stay for dinner, bro. Oh man. He's like, excuse me, did you just like invite yourself to dinner? Oh, I feel really dizzy.
それはもう決定してる事項なのか、登坂。
違うの？嫌なら別にいいけど。じゃあエミヤ君はキャスターに関してはしばらく放置ってことでいいんだ。
Man. Oh man, she's really saying that. I'm dumb. I can't think of a way to describe that. She's really like prodding him, I guess. I swallow my words.
リンの言い分は正しいのではないですか？別に彼女が滞在しても問題はないわけですし。
To make things worse, Saber's on Tohsaka's side.
わかった。けど、飯が口に合わなくても知らないからな。それと藤村先生も来るだろうから、その時はお前が解き伏せてくれよ。
わかってるわかってる。エミヤ君の料理の腕はお昼で確認済みだし、藤村先生のことも知ってるわ。両方とも承知の上だから気にしないで。
She's like, listen, I know you're a good cook. That's why I want your dinner.
後悔しても知らないからな。
I look away from her and head to the kitchen. Then, I wash my hands, go to put on an apron, and notice that it's not there. No. First of all, I don't even remember taking it off after preparing lunch in front of Tohsaka.
あれ？
I look around. Tohsaka looks at me, laughs, and...
それと言い忘れてたけど、男の子としてエプロンをつけたまま動き回るのはどうかと思うわよ、エミヤ君。
Bro, he's had this thing on for like 4 hours. Speaks with an expression of triumph. Oh man, you messed up. What a mistake. You hate to see it. And she really had to poke fun at us too. Oh man. I cut the codfish. I've cut up the cabbage and the white radishes grated.
よし。次は出し取った鍋に具を入れて火をつけるだけだ。
The pot is boiling. It's a simple dish, so the soup is like the only thing I can work on. That went well, so all that's left is to prepare the plates. Oh, you better be careful, bro. Right hand.
寒い寒い。雪降ってきたよ。
It's snowing, dang. There's commotion as Fujini comes
お
home.
かえり。雪降ってきたんだ、外。
Dang.
うん、小ぶりだけど結構積もりそうよ。は、今夜は鍋物だ。さすがシロ、冴えてるじゃない。気分もいいし、お酒とか飲んじゃおっかな。
I feel like she's just not gonna notice Tohsaka for a second and then just kind of like stare at her and be like, Shiro, what is this? I could see it. We'll see. Fujini goes in the living room, saying scary things.
お邪魔しています、藤村先生。
あ、登坂さんだ。どうしたの？シロんちで会うなんて珍しいね。
I was very wrong. That's tough. It would appear so. Fujini naturally accepts Tohsaka's greeting. She hums, goes past the living room, and comes into the kitchen. Is this where she does the turnaround and is like, Shiro, what is this? Or am I just bugging?
いいタラじゃない。雪見のタラは極上だって言うし、ますますお酒が似合いそう。
Fujini opens the refrigerator. Then, after taking out a snack and eating it,
ってなんで登坂さんがシロんとこにいるのか。
there it is. Okay.
ちょっと登坂さん、お邪魔してますじゃないでしょ。こんな時間に何やってるのあなた。
That's about what I figured. After swallowing her snack, Fujini marches into the living room.
何って、エミヤ君の家で夕飯をご馳走されているのですが、そういう藤村先生こそチャイムも押さずに上がり込んでくるなんて非常識ではないんですか？
Yo, she just said that. The Tohsaka army calmly counterattacks Fujini.
うわっ、私はこの家の監督役なんです。シロ、エミヤ君のお父さんから任されているんですから、ここでは家族も同然なの。
そうなんですか。じゃあ改めて挨拶をしますね。お邪魔しています、藤村先生。今日は一日ここで過ごしていました。 夕食後もエミヤくんとは試験勉強しますけど、どうぞお構いなく。
Then I shall formally greet you. Yo.
シロじゃなくてエミヤくん、これはどういうことですか？遠坂さんと勉強会を開くなんていつの間にそんなことになってたのよ。
Since today, I guess.
先生、呼びにくいのでしたら無理をなさらずに。別に先生がエミヤくんをどう呼ぼうと私には関係ありませんから。呼び捨てにしようがちゃんをつけようが、個人のプライバシーは尊重しますし。
That's what she's concerned about here.
遠坂さん、もしかしてさくらちゃんから聞いてる？
そう、残念ですが麻藤さんが何を話していたのかも個人のプライバシーですから、その質問には答えられませんけど、先生の想像通りだといいですね。
You are evil, Tohsaka. Fujini falters in front of Tohsaka's smile. I understand how Fujini feels. You feel pressured and cornered when she makes that smile.
勝負あったな。ありゃ放っておいても大丈夫だ。
Match is decided. Tough. Actually, it wasn't even a match to begin with. It's only a matter of time before Tohsaka talks Fujini down. I'll let Tohsaka take care of it and I'll go cook dinner. The snow stops before the pot is empty. It only snowed for about 2 hours. I bet there's only a bit of snow out there.
シロ、食器流しに集めといてよ。
Why, thank you.
サンキュー。んじゃ、さっさと済ませるか。
How generous of you. I get up and head to the kitchen.
洗い物なら私がやろっか。ご馳走されっぱなしじゃバランスが取れないし。
Tohsaka gets up as Fujini sits down. The proposal is delightful, but I can't let a guest do the dishes.
いい、貸しにしとく。食ったばかりなんだからおとなしくしてろよ。ところで藤姉は後で風呂を沸かすこと。
はいはい、分かってます。
Fujini's obedient, maybe because she's full now. It'd be easy for me if she were always like this, but that'd be kind of boring as well. Dude. Still numb? Dropped another plate. It's been 20 minutes since I started doing the dishes. This is the second plate I've dropped on the floor. Jeez, dude. Can't excuse myself saying that it's because my left hand is numb. I must be lacking concentration if I'm dropping dishes because of such a small problem. Calmly think for a second that I should put it off until my left arm heals, but I shake off the idea. I roll up my sleeves and continue with the dishes. I can only accept it if it's some outside factor, but I can't accept an internal factor causing it. There's no way I can't win against myself, so I can't admit defeat. As a result, I recklessly increase the damage. This is the third plate I've dropped. I put a towel below me after I dropped the first one, so it fortunately did not break. So it shouldn't be a problem, but Tohsaka is watching. It's really awkward having Tohsaka's eyes on me every time I drop a plate.
藤村先生、エミヤくんっていつもああなんですか？
No. I can hear Tohsaka from the living room.
バカ言わないで。シロはお皿を割ったことなんて今まで一度もなかったんだから。きっと遠坂さんを意識して緊張してるのよ。
Yes, that must be it. That's Shiro.
もちろん外敵として。
What? Fujini adds. Since when are we enemies? Tohsaka ignores her and stares at me. This is hard. Half my body is numb, so if she watches me and distracts me, whoa.
しまった。
That makes 4. I cluck my tongue and look down at the broken plate. This is the 4th one now. I knew I was gonna drop it, but I couldn't move my left hand quickly enough. I slowly look behind me. She's watching me. Tohsaka's observing me really closely. Then, she suddenly gets up and comes over here.
エミヤくん、私がやるから休んでいて。
いや、それは。
割れた皿は踏まないでね。どこにしまえばいいのかは見当がつくから、あなたはお茶でも飲んでなさい。
That's generous of you. Shiro's just gonna keep hiding the fact that half his body is numb, but Tohsaka rolls up her sleeves and stands by the sink. I guess it can't be helped. It's hard to stop Tohsaka once she makes up her mind, and to be honest, It's vexing, but Tohsaka looks so beautiful when she's washing the dishes that I'm fascinated by her figure. Fujini's the only one in the living room when I get out of the bath. Tohsaka's shoes are still at the entrance, and I bet Saber's at the dojo. It's almost 9 o'clock now. I'll pass since it's cold. Mandarin, Mandarin, Mandarin. What the heck? Talk to Tohsaka, Saber, or eat a Mandarin. I think we'll just go talk to Tohsaka, but oh man, this ought to be a fun option later. The problem is Tohsaka. It's getting late, so I have to get her to go home.
藤ね、遠坂知らないか？
遠坂さんなら庭に出て行ったみたいよ。そういえば庭の端っこに何かあるんですかって聞いてきたけど。
Oh lord, did she find the guest house?
庭の端っこ？
Does she mean the shed? It's either the shed or the guest house. Why would she have any business there? Maybe she'd somehow detected that it was our workshop.
寒。
The winter air cools down my warm body. I can't see the stars because of the clouds, and there's snow all over the grass.
たく、この寒い中、外で何やってんだ、遠坂は。
Just chillin'. I go through the yard, shivering. I considered buying a coat while I make my way over to the shed. Yeah, not a bad plan.
エミヤくん。
エミヤくんじゃない。こんなところで何やってんだよ、遠坂。もう時間も時間だし、のんびりしてる暇はないんじゃないのか？
Yeah, you were snooping.
ああ、そうね。確かに寒いわよね、ここ。
She's just gonna act like she was not snooping or something. She's suspicious. She acts so suspiciously that I'm starting to get curious.
遠坂、土蔵の扉開いてるな。
私じゃないわよ。初めから開いてたんだから、それ。
That is so cap.
おかしいな。外から鍵かけてたはずなんだけど。
それこそ冤罪よ。そもそもそのオンボロ、内側にしか鍵ないじゃない。
And why do you know that?
うん、そうそう。土蔵はいつも開けっぱなしで、中からじゃないと鍵はかけられない。で、なんでそんなことを知ってるんだ、遠坂。
Oh, you just got outplayed. You just got outplayed. You just got outplayed. She bites her lip. I'm beginning to understand that Tohsaka's really weak against surprise attacks coming from unexpected places.
まあいいけどな。土蔵の中、何もなかっただろ。一応、そこが俺の修練場だけど、やることといったら強化の練習だけだし、遠坂から見れば子供騙しみたいなもんじゃないか？
I urged Tohsaka to go back to the house. Then,
そう。やっぱり自覚はないのね、あなた。
apparently not. Tohsaka glares at me as if challenging me.
遠坂。
I ready myself for the sudden change of atmosphere. Tohsaka narrows her eyes after seeing my reaction.
そんなことだろうと思った。作り出している本人がそんなんじゃ失敗するのも当然よね。
That's fair.
ちょっと待て。それ、投影魔術の話なのか？
そうよ。土蔵に転がってた中身のない複製品の話。あれがどれくらい馬鹿げたことか、エミヤ君にはわからないでしょうね。手順や略式もなし、強化の延長で投影をしようなんていうあなたは全てにおいてデタラメよ。
Yeah.
悪かったな。いいだろ。どうせあれは強化の練習なんだから、成功しようとなんて思ってないんだ。あくまで基礎の確認に過ぎない。
それがデタラメだって言ってるの。基礎の確認で投影をするですって。いい？私以外の魔術師にそんなこと言ってみなさい。あなた、ガラス蓋付きの標本箱にピンで飾られるわよ。
Yeah, that's fair. Tohsaka sounds serious, and there's no humor in her voice at all.
すまん、遠坂。お前の言いたいことはよくわからないんだが、要するにもっと修行しろって言いたいのか？
そんなの当たり前じゃない。 エミヤ君には修行あるのみよ。けどそうね、今すぐに戦力アップを図るなら少し手順を変えてあげるだけであっさり使い物になるかもしれない。
Like one of those situations, like I don't know if any of you've ever played like a sport or something, but a lot of coaches will tell you practice makes perfect, but a good coach will tell you that good practice makes perfect, or perfect practice makes perfect. Which, I mean, obviously it's not possible, but the point is, like, if you practice something the wrong way, it really doesn't help you at all, even if, like, you've practiced it a ton, you know? If you play basketball and you practice shooting wrong for years, right? Doesn't suddenly mean, most of the time, it doesn't mean you're suddenly a good shooter, right? Because you've practiced for years. It means your form is completely wrong and that you're missing fundamentals, which is, I think that's where Tohsaka's coming from. Hopefully. Maybe I'm dreadfully misunderstanding this, but it seems like he's been practicing while not fully grasping some fundamentals. So she's saying, like, if we change up your process or what you do, right, then, I mean, it should help a lot. Where did that anger go? Tohsaka starts to ponder seriously.
手順を変えるって強化のか？
もう何聞いてたのよ鈍感。強化じゃなくて投影の方に決まってるでしょ。
She doesn't care about the strengthening.
半人前のする強化なんて当てにならないけど、投影だけは別よ。一時的にせよアーチャーの剣を投影したんだから再現できれば即戦力じゃない。
Yeah, that'd be convenient. I mean, it might cost him the right half of his body's nerves, but...
トーサカ、そりゃいちいちもっともなんだが、昨日のは偶然だ。もう一度やれって言われても多分できない。
Man, you really just chalk it up to luck every time, right? With the strengthening magic too. Like, he's just like, yeah, it must just be luck. That every time I really need it, I can pull it off.
それが半人前だっていうの。できた以上は偶然だろうが必然だろうがものにしなさい。
That's very true.
だいたいあんたのは偶然なんかじゃない。私みたいに外界に働きかける魔術師は再現できない魔術なんて山ほどある。けどあんたは材料を全部内界から出してきてるんだから、あんたが生きてる限り再現できない魔術なんてないのよ。
内界から出している。
Isn't that natural? Magical energy is made from the magic circuit within you, so it's all coming from within you.
はあ、独学でやってきたからしょうがないんだろうけど、かなり重症よね。投影はともかく、他のことは一から教えてあげないとダメか。
Tohsaka training us again? That'd be nice. Tohsaka sighs. I know I'm an amateur, but it pisses me off if Tohsaka says so.
余計なお世話だ。今まで一人でやってきたんだから、これからもなんとかなる。それより話し合いはどうするんだよ。もうこんな時間なんだ。いつまでも道草してらんないぞ。
You know, you could have just asked for help. Getting stronger, but...
時間って今何時なの？
9時になったところ。女の子が夜出歩く時間じゃない。
なんだ、まだ全然早いじゃない。まあ、エミヤくんがそう言うなら手っ取り早く片付けましょうか。
Oh, that's still early. I feel that, man. Tohsaka nods and heads back to the house.
まだ早いってどうしてさ。
For a girl, going outside at 9 o'clock is like midnight. But she said it's still early. But she still said it's early. Is Tohsaka not self-conscious that she's a girl?
いや、怖いことを考えるのはやめよう。
What's scary about that? I shake my head and erase the ominous thought.
ちょっと早く来なさいよ。
Tohsaka calls to me. I run to the porch. We get away from Fujini, who's in the living room, and continue the meeting out on the porch. I expected it not to finish so easily because we've talked so much since noon, but...
竜道寺に挑むのは現段階では無理よ。こっちで罠を仕掛けてキャスターをおびき出すしかないでしょ。
Tohsaka concludes.
いや、それはその通りなんだが。
What exactly would that trap look like?
問題は罠をどうするかだけど。まあ、兄さん心当たりがあるからエミヤくんは待機していて。
What was
最
that
悪
background sound?
あなたとセイバーには餌になってもらうから。
Oh, we're bait? Nice. After saying something dangerous, Tohsaka opens the sliding door. The cold air comes in. Maybe the porch is special, as it's only a bit chilly. It's just like that night 5 years ago. This porch is warm enough to be able to sit down and watch the moon even during winter time.
いい結界ね。私の家とは違って人間の情を感じる。
Tohsaka murmurs while sitting at the porch, staring into the yard.
ちょっと付き合わない？なんでもない話があるんだけど。
If you say no to this... Thank God. Like, Shiro, don't be a complete idiot, man. I sit next to her silently. She said she wants to talk, but she doesn't say anything. Can't do anything else, so I stare at the yard absent-mindedly. Can't see the moon. My breath is white, probably because it snowed earlier. When I look to my side, Tohsaka's staring at the yard with white breath as well. I can touch her shoulder if I move a bit. Not disturbed by that fact. Is it because I'm getting used to it, or because of the winter night? Tohsaka's so close to me, but I feel so calm.
で、話ってなんだよ、遠坂。
I think she really just wanted to sit here with you. Maybe she has something, but... I ask her, feeling that she's waiting for that question.
ちょっとね。このうちって特殊だから。人の振り見て我が振り直せじゃないけど、エミヤくんはそのままでもいいのかなってふと思った。
うわ、そのままでいいって、半人前でいいってことかよ。
そうじゃないんだけど、そうなのかもね。エミヤ切継って人がどんな魔術師だったか知らないけど、この屋敷はすごく自然なのよ。魔術師の工房のくせに開けてる。四方の門は開け放たれていて、入るのも帰るのもご自由にって感じ。きっと守るべきものがないから何者にも縛られないのよ。あなたのお父さんが魔術師じゃなくて魔術使いになれって言ったのはそういうことなんだと思う。何にもない代わりにどこへだって行けるんだから。
Dang.
なんだ、遠坂はそうじゃないのか。
No.
ええ、私の家は違う。近所じゃ幽霊屋敷って言われてるけど、事実その通りなのよね。来る者は拒む。そのくせ入ってきたものは逃がさない。時々ね、なんか違うなって思うんだけど、これが変えられないのよ。呪われてるとかそういうんじゃなくて、私自身そういうあり方が気に入っちゃってるわけ。こういう性格をしてるから後継者に選ばれたんでしょうけど、気がついた時には割とショックだった。
それはつまり自分がいじめっ子だと気がついた時か。
思うんだけど、エミヤくんって歯に衣着せないたちよね。
No, I guess not.
そうか、遠坂を見習って回りくどく言ったつもりなんだが。
God dang, Shiro.
まったく、そういうところが直球だって言ってるの。
She sighs and hangs her head. Her sigh is white and slowly melts into the cold night. Seeing her face makes me remember. The Red School. Tohsaka didn't say anything when she saw the unconscious students. In spite of her shaking knees, she bit her lip and acted firm as usual. I realized at that time that she might be killing her true self by acting like a perfect magus. Yeah, no, for sure. Absolutely.
遠坂はきつかったのか。
I get uneasy, so I ask.
魔術の修行が？おあいにくさま。苦しいなんて思ったことはなかったわ。大抵のことはすんなりこなせたし、できなくて挫折したことなんてなかったしね。それに新しいことを覚えるのは楽しかった。さっきも言ったでしょ、私生まれつきそういう性格なんだって。だからエミヤくんの心配は気憂ってやつよ。
I mean, even if that's true. She simply says so. There's no bluff nor lie in her statement, and Tohsaka is smiling.
そっか。なら学校はどうなんだ？魔術師としてやっていくんなら学校に行っても無意味なんじゃないか？
無意味とまではいかないけど寄り道でしょうね。けど無駄じゃないわよ。学生って楽しいもの。私ね、基本的に快楽主義者なの。父さんの後を継ぐのは義務だけど、それだって自分が楽しくなければやらないわ。
Interesting.
マスターになったのだって自分の力を試したいからだしエミヤ君と協力してるのだってあなたが面白いからだし。
Because you're funny. Funny looking. Ignoring the comment that I'm funny, my worries disappear. Family of Magi. I thought Tohsaka was carrying a dark shadow because she's bound by a heavy history and bloodline. But that was just my prejudice. The Tohsaka family is not a burden on her, and she's done what she wanted up to now.
そうか。遠坂が楽しそうでよかった。
ありがとう。で、もちろんそういうエミヤ君も楽しかったんでしょ？そうでもなければ魔術の修行なんて続かないものね。
Tohsaka says so as if it's natural, but I can't nod back.
ちょっとどうして黙るのよ。エミヤ君のお父さんは強制しなかったんでしょ？それでも続けたってことは魔術が楽しかったからじゃないの？
I don't know if that was his reason. I think it was more his ideals and his desire to succeed Kiritsugu and, you know, be the superhero.
いや、
I don't think I ever considered it fun. For Miyashiro, magic has always been a life-threatening trial. I know I don't have the aptitude, but I clung on to it, wanting to be like Kiritsugu. For my first year, I trained all the time except for sleeping and eating. I honed my sensitivity, facing death every night. I just repeated it for 8 years. I didn't think it was tough, but I didn't think it was fun.
待った。ちゃんと答えて、エミヤ君。私、とんでもない勘違いをしてたかもしれないから。
Tohsaka glares at me seriously. Crap. I have to answer her if she makes a face like that.
そうだな。魔術の修行を楽しいと思ったことはなかった。魔術の修行も魔術そのものも楽しいと思ったことはない。けど俺は周りが幸せならそれで嬉しかったんだ。だから魔術を習っておけばいつか誰かのためになれるかなって。俺はキリツグのような正義の味方になりたかった。そのために魔術を習ってきた。とまあ、俺の理由なんてそんなもんだけど。
じゃあ何？あんた、自分のために魔術を習ったんじゃないの？
I mean, not fully.
いや、自分のためじゃないのか、これって。誰かのためになれれば俺だって嬉しいんだから。
That's not necessarily for yourself. That's so you can help others.
あのね、それは嬉しいんであって楽しくはないの。いい？私が言ってるのはエミヤ君自身が楽しめることよ。周りはどうこうじゃなくて自分から楽しいと思えることはないのかって聞いてるの。
Tohsaka roars out. Even if she says so, I can't answer what I don't know. I can't think of anything that's fun for me, and most of all, I'm not qualified to have such a wish. Oh man. Yeah. I mean, I suppose that makes sense, though that would be his reasoning. That survivor's guilt eats away at him. I don't think Tohsaka really knows like what he went through.
頭きた。要するにあんた、人のことばっかりで自分に焦点が合ってないのよ。
Yep. She suddenly stands up and points at me.
遠坂、指。
Your finger, no, your nail is touching my nose.
うるさい、口答えするな。 ああ、もう
Dang.
似てるって思ってたけど、まさかここまで一緒とは思わなかった。
Yep, she's comparing us with Archer. Ah, yikes. And now she is pissed. Rejecting my protest, Tohsaka closes in on me even more.
待て、落ち着けTohsaka。お前なんでそんなに怒ってるんだ。
Archer, it's quite possibly because she's seen what happens to people with your mentality. She's seen what happened to Archer.
それがわからないやつだから頭に来てるの。はあ、もうどうして誰も一言言ってやらないのよ。
She shakes her fist. I'll have to stay silent for now. I'll stay quiet until Tohsaka's anger goes away. So, after venting for a while,
いいわ、決めた。明日あんたに参ったって言わせてやるから。
make us admit defeat? Like, what do you mean by that? She says so as if smacking me with a glove.
そうだな。まさかいつかの続きをする気か。
That fight, of course, is when she chased me around the school. I was cornered and had to surrender, but the match wasn't settled because of Ryder's interruption.
そうよ。いいから首を洗って待ってなさい。とっておきにスペシャルなのを味合わせてやるんだから。
Yeah, that doesn't sound like something I'd say before a fight to the death. I'll smack you a good one. Osaka psychs herself up before walking off into the living room. I don't know what's going to happen, so should I be ready for anything? I guess so. Anyway, I have to take Tohsaka home. It's almost 10 o'clock. I don't know what Fujini will say if I keep a girl in my place for so long.
今なんて言ったのシロ？
だからTohsakaを送っていくって言ったんだよ。だってのにあいつどこうろちょろしてるんだ。いい加減帰らないとまずいだろう。
She probably already dipped. Fujini is watching me with blank amazement. That's weird. Fujini should approve right away, but she doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
Tohsakaさんなら今頃別棟じゃないかな。
Oh lord, she really just took the guest house.
お客さんだし、泊まるならちゃんとした客間にしないとダメでしょ。
I was like, excuse me? If she's what now?
よし、別棟か。ってふざけるな藤根。今何かおかしなこと言わなかったか。
まあ、おかしなこと言ってるのはシロでしょ。今日はもう遅いからTohsakaさんを止めるんでしょ。Tohsakaさん、さっきそう言いに来たけど。
Yep, Tohsaka is built different. She just, she really just said Shiro said that.
止まるってTohsakaが？
そうよ。あ、けどおかしなことしたらダメだからね。
Chill, wasn't planning on it.
私も和室で寝てるし、客間から悲鳴なんて上がったら一発であの世行きなんだから。
So I'll go kill you in one blow. Okay, fair enough. Fujini munches on the rice cracker. She seems normal, and it seems she thinks nothing of the emergency situation of having Tohsaka stay over.
あいつ。
Looks like Fujini has surrendered to Tohsaka.
ああ、ちょうどよかった。私、右の客間を借りるから。
Yeah, so we heard. Then, the alien I bump into on my way to the outbuilding says so lightheartedly. The alien. Her appearance makes my head spin. She's not in her uniform. This person is in my hallway, saying something ridiculous.
ああ、これ泊まることにしたからアーチャーに行って宿泊道具一式を持ってこさせたの。そんなわけだから寝巻きはいらないわよ。
Definitely the best way to use Archer. Have him bring you clothes.
ちょっと大丈夫？疲れてるなら早めに寝なさいよね。明日の朝寝坊なんてしたら承知しないんだから。
Waving goodbye, she goes down the hallway leading to the outbuilding. In a daze, I watch her go and look at myself in the mirror. My face is as red as an apple. Damn it. What's she thinking, sleeping in the same house even if we're far away from each other?
風呂入り直そうかな。
Another one. I'll pour cold water on myself and cool my burning face down. I'll have to do so or I won't be able to concentrate on my training, having Tohsaka in my head. Sheesh. Before anything else, I just want to say the scene with Tohsaka on the porch was that was a really nice scene. feel like that really helped. I mean, it again helps establish Tohsaka, like who Tohsaka is, and it was, a lot of it was about her views on Shiro, right, and who he is, like, well, like as a magus, right, and as a person in a way. And how, she was talking about how, magic is fun for her, so even if she's kind of duty bound to do it, like, she does it because she enjoys it, whereas she asked Shiro the same thing and realized it's not the same for him, and he doesn't seem to be very happy with that. But then we got the internal, like, monologue of, I'm not qualified to have that wish. And seeing, like, Tohsaka realize how similar he is with Archer, right? And see what Archer has turned into. And get incredibly upset that he doesn't focus on himself at all, right? Maybe I didn't read that situation perfectly, but that was kind of what I got out of that scene. I thought it was a really nice scene. I like a lot of their talks. The banter, it's always nice and funny. But the serious talks too, like that, are always really nice. So I don't have a ton else to say about that. Let's just keep moving. The lights go out. It's midnight, right when the date changes. I concentrate on my training while looking up at the frozen moon. So now we're in it. I don't have a thumbnail, so we're taking some screenshots.
Torres. Oh.
I insert a new nerve into my spine. I make a magic circuit within me, make magical energy, and understand the structure of the wooden sword in my hand. I put magical energy into it and strengthen the wooden sword. I analyze the structure, alter it, and reinforce the matter. The usual process goes too smoothly. I don't know if it's because I became a master, but I can now easily strengthen things which used to have a success rate in the 0.01 digits, and I can make a magic circuit in a flash. No, it's not because I became a master. I'm only copying it. His swords. I'm only imitating that knight in red that I saw at the Ryudo temple. I'm imitating his twin swords, his sword technique, and now even his breathing. I mean, maybe, but can't help but feel self-hatred. Yeah, that's not surprising. And Miyashiro's skills improve just by imitating him. I know it's not my own power, but I have to rely on it. It was because of his techniques that I was able to fight off those bone creatures at school. It was because of his projected swords that I was able to fend off Kuzuki's attacks. Even now, I know that I can reproduce those swords if I seriously follow the manufacturing process. Not trace on, sympathy start, but trace on, projection start. The words are still the same. There's no need to change the spell if it still works on me. First of all, I only know one can use one spell to change myself. I put down the strengthened wooden sword. The left side of my body is still numb. I was optimistic that it would heal if I rested today, but it wasn't that convenient. If this is the compensation for magic above my level, duplicating Archer's twin swords, I might destroy myself if I project one more time. Yeah. Way above your level, you probably burned off all the nerve ends. I remove the nerve inside my spine. My body is free of the poison called the magic circuit, and tension escapes my body. Then...
Shiro, 眠れないのですか?
Nightly training time. Nightly training time, Saber. Saber quietly comes inside.
いや、そういうわけじゃない。これは日課だから気にしないでくれ。
I must be relaxed, done with my daily routine. My voice is surprisingly gentle.
今日は賑やかでしたね。
Yeah, no kidding.
そうだな。タイプは違えど、藤姉が2人いたようなもんだし。
I answer her smile with a smile. Saber agrees and sits next to me.
しかし、今夜も魔術の鍛錬ですか。何があろうと予定は変えないのですね、シロは。
No, he sure doesn't.
ああ、欠かさずにやれっていうのが親父の教えだったからな。けどまあ、教えてくれたのはそれだけだったけど。
That's all he taught me, though. That is tough.
それだけ？では、 魔術師としての知識もあり方も享受されてはいないのですか？
No, not really. That's why we suck.
ああ、そもそもさ、教えるべき本人が魔術師らしくなかったんだよ。困った大人だったな。普段はぼーっとしていてどうも冴えなかった。楽しむときは思いっきり楽しむんだなんて言って子供みたいにはしゃいでたし、あれで僕は魔法使いなんだなんて言われても信じられないって普通。
I think this has got to be quite different than the Kiritsugu she remembers. I can tell that I'm smiling as I tell the story about my past. The 5 years between the time of the fire and Kiritsugu's death. Come to think of it, it might have been the best time of my life.
なるほど。そういう詩が好きだったのですね、シロは。
遠坂に聞かれたら怒られそうだけど憧れてた。自由で全然魔術師っぽくなくても俺にとっては切り継ぐこそが本当の魔法使いだったんだ。まあそれにさ、自分以上に子供っぽいんでどうしても放っておけなかったってのもあるし。
Oh man.
ええ、シロの気持ちはわかる。私にもメーガスはいたが、そいつも子供のような人物だった。
I wonder who that magus was.
そいつ？珍しいな。セイバーが人をそんな風に言うなんて。
いいえ、彼は例外です。あれはとんでもない老人だった。
Ah, never mind.
尊敬していたし、親愛も感じていましたが、同時にあらゆる厄介事のもとでした。彼のいたずら好きさえなければ、もう少しまともな時代になったでしょう。
Well, I mean, it could just be somebody we don't know, but I'm gonna assume it's one of Merlin or Kiritsugu. Based on the he was an ancient man, I'm going to assume Merlin. Also, as a freaking Fire Emblem fan, there's a character named Merlinus, and every time I would go to say Merlin, I almost say Merlinus.
うわ、なんかすごいな、その言い方。まるで希代の悪人みたいじゃないか。
悪人でした。加えてその色ごとに弱いというか、愛の多い人物というか、結局最後にそれが仇となって幽閉されてしまいましたが、あの老人のことです。きっと今でものんきに愛を語っているのでしょう。
Maybe this is just somebody we don't know. Is she stunned or smiling? Saber talks about her past and swallows her words a bit. And after a brief silence,
シロ、あなたの半身はどうなっているのです？
nothing. She questions me with straight eyes about what I didn't want her to know.
なんだ、セイバー気づいてたのか。
あれだけ皿を割っていれば誰でも気がつきます。
Yeah, seriously.
それでどうなのです？見たところ異常があるのは半身だけのようですが。
いや、異常ってほどのことじゃない。ただ麻痺してるだけなんだから。
I explained to her how it felt weird from this morning, how it's not affecting my movements, and how it's probably the feedback from last night's projection magic. Saber looks at me with uneasy eyes. When I try to smile back to her, telling her it's alright.
体の大部分が麻痺したままか。当然といえば当然だな。
Hey Archer, what's up? Here to ridicule us again? Probably. The knight in red is standing at the door.
ハーチャー、
Saber jumps up as if to protect me. To her, he's an enemy that assaulted me. And he's an enemy to me as well.
理想。
Whoops. Ah, dang it. Those words he said before he slashed me would knock it out of my head.
何用だアーチャー。我らは互いに不可侵の協定を結んでいるはず。己が主の命を守るのなら早々に立ち去るがよい。
I don't think that's what he's here for, but
理想を抱いて溺死しろ。
what a line. Archer does not answer, but takes another step.
止まるがいい。それ以上進むのならば相応の覚悟をしてもらおう。
Saber's enmity turns into an intent to kill.
いや、待つんだセイバー。 あいつにその気はない。それにここで戦うわけにはいかないだろう。
それはそうですが、シロ。
いいから。で、要件は何だよ、アーチャー。お前のことだ。挨拶しに来たわけでもないんだろう。
Yeah, probably not. I push Saber aside and confront Archer. I still don't like him. Our mentalities are different, but more than that, I just can't deal with him. I feel a chill running on my spine the instant I see him. I bet he falls into the category of natural enemy.
おい、要件がないなら出ていけ。
投影をしたとリンから聞いていたが、やはりそうか。半身の感覚がなく、動作が中寄りに7センチほどずれているのだろう。
And your actions are misplaced about 7 centimeters inside of you, right? What exactly does that mean? But if he's right and he knows that in depth, this has got to be something he's done, right? If he knows that well. I gasp. Archer's comment is so accurate that it's scary.
体を見せてみろ。力になれるかもしれん。
Archer reaches out.
いい、よすんだセイバー。体を見せればいいんだな、アーチャー。
I take my top off and show him my back. Archer silently places his hand on my back. I feel a small pain. Sensation, I feel heat on the numb left side of my body as if needles are picking at it.
運のいい男だ。壊死していると思ったが、閉じていたものを開いただけか。これならば数日もすれば回復しよう。
It only opened up what was closed.
閉じていたものが開いた。
What does he mean by that?
そうだ。お前は勘違いをしているようだがな。魔術回路とは作るものではなく表すものだ。一度作ってしまえば、あとは表面に出すか出さないかのものでしかない。
Ah, okay, so it's just his magic circuit. I kind of had a feeling it was that, but I kind of forgot for a second that he makes them every time at this point.
そのような勘違いをしているから、本来使われるはずの回路が放棄され、眠っていたのだ。お前の死や輪には考えられない盲点だろうよ。まっとうな魔術師ならば、通常の神経そのものが回路になっている異端など知りもしまい。
Whose nerves are his magic circuit. Huh. Interesting.
お前の麻痺は一時的なものだ。今まであったというのに使われていなかった回路に全開で魔力を通した結果、
I'm
回
sorry,
路そのものが驚いている状態だろう。
but look at Saber's face. She's like, oh, what? His magic circuit is what?
だが何にせよ、放棄されていた区画に風が通ったのだ。いずれ神経は通常の機能を思い出すし、放棄されていた回路はこれで現役に戻ったということだ。
Is this even the same magic circuit as the one we activated in the Fate route? Or did didn't we consume a pill that gave us a different one? I could be wrong. I swear I feel like I remember Tohsaka forcing a magic circuit into us. Or maybe the pill just opened your magic circuit and it is indeed the same one. But the fact that he managed to naturally open it this time is very different. The needles poke my back again. I feel a definite thumping from my numb body.
こんなところか。体が動く頃には以前よりはマシな魔術師になっているだろう。何にせよ。
Yeah.
俺の刀を作るなど、初めにしては欲張りすぎだ。
Bro went from strengthening magic to a noble phantasm being projected. That's a bit of a jump. Archer, let's go.
ではシロの体に異常はないと。
今までが異常だったのだ。いや、異常を眠らせたまま終わるのが正常な人間のせいだ。その点で言えば、エミやシロはすでに異常だが。まあいい。ともあれ、明日一日は魔術を使おうと思うなよ。治りかけた神経が焼き付いたら、麻痺では済まん。
Fair enough. Thank you, Archer.
詳しいのですね、アーチャー。
What you want to bet it was the same thing for him?
似たような経験があってな。
Yep.
私も初めは片腕を持っていかれた。新しい魔術を身につけるとはそういうことだ。
He turns and tries to leave.
待てよ。
I stop him. I want to know why he helped me now, after trying to kill me before.
なんだ、セイバーに頼み込んでいつぞやの続きでもするつもりか？
No.
そんなことするか。ただ聞きたいだけだ。お前が言い捨てやがったセリフがどんな意味なのかってな。
Drown in your ideals and die. The meaning of it. The uneasiness in my brain won't go away unless I hear it out from him.
言葉通りの意味だ。付け加えるものはない。
There's no hesitation. Archer declares seriously. That pisses me off so much that my whole vision turns white.
じゃあお前はなんだ、アーチャー。理想を抱くなというお前は何のために戦ってるんだ。サーバントはみんな自分の目的があるんだろう。ならお前の戦う意義ってなんだ。理想がないお前は何のために戦うんだ。
知れたこと。私の戦う意義はつまらぬ正常、大義、理想。そんな不確かな意義など偽物だ。剣を取るのはただ己が欲望の成就のため。それ以外に理由などない。
Sheesh, man. Archer did a complete 180. My god.
自分のためだけだと。
そうだ。お前の欲望が誰も傷つけないという理想であるのなら好きにするがいい。そんなに他人を救いたければ救えばよかろう。ただしそれが本当にお前自身の欲望ならばな。
Only if it is truly your own desire. He's like, he just calls us out left and right, huh? My mind freezes. What did he just say?
自分の意志で戦うのならばその罪も罰も全て自分が生み出したもの。背負うことすら理想のうちだ。だがそれが借り物の意志であるならお前の唱える理想は空想に落ちるだろう。
He is for real calling us out with the way we are just trying to succeed Kiritsugu and kind of took up his ideal for him. Right? It sounds more like, you know, if that's your will, then do it. But only if it's truly your own desire. You know? That ideal's a fantasy if it's just, you know, borrowed from someone else. In a word, it is a fake.
戦いには理由がいる。だがそれは理想であってはならない。理想のために戦うのなら救えるのは理想だけだ。そこに人を助ける道はない。
I can't talk. I can't think of any objections. Archer's words pierce my heart like arrows. But it goes the same for Saber as well.
戦う意義とは何かを助けたいという願望だ。少なくともお前にとってはそうだろう。エミヤシロ。
Yeah. Yeah.
だが他者による救いは救いではない。人を叶えるのは本人の意志と結果だけだ。他人による救いなどそんなものは金貨と同じだよ。使えば他人の手に回ってしまう。
Sheesh. I can't speak. Something. I have to say he's wrong. So why?
だから無意味なんだ。お前の理想は。確かに誰かを救うなどというお前の望みは達成できるだろう。だがそこにはお前自身を救うという望みがない。 お前はお前のものではない理想を抱いて、おそらくは死ぬまで繰り返す。
God dang, Archer. The thing is, he's completely right. No, that's...
私が言いたかったことはそれだけだ。
Sheesh.
人助けの果てには何もない。結局他人も自分も救えない偽りのような人生だ。
He turns his red back to us and leaves. I can't think of anything to say. The darkness falls. We're gonna look at one another and just stare at the back of the guy who's no longer there. Sheesh, man. Archer, like, that was like a verbal beatdown. And the worst part is that he didn't tell any lies there. Like, everything he said made sense. It's like this dude like reads Shiro like a book. And I think it's because he's just, you know, seeing himself in the past. What did I wish for? And why? There were people that were not saved, and there was me who could not save them. That should be the reason. What happened after that, and what did I want to become? I remember the gray sky. A dark sky on the verge of crying. There, my will to fight for survival almost disappears. One only dies when the will fades away. Leaving behind many people, I survived a few minutes longer than everyone. In the process, lots of things died. That's why I was almost empty. If the wish to stay alive dies, everything disappears. If you have nothing, all that remains is to die. And I died. Thinking got difficult, and I closed my eyes. And right before everything turned black, my outstretched hand was grabbed by someone. Is this the first image we've ever actually gotten of Kiritsugu? It might be. That was everything. Everything disappeared. There was nothing, so I only had that one thing. I admired it severely since I could not do it. That's right. I hope to be of help to many people in place of all those I could not save. But he said it is all false. A borrowed ideal. Salvation like a coin, passed from hand to hand. A thankless end. What did I want to become, and why?
正義の味方になりたかった。
It's not me that said that, but... He's kind of realizing that Archer's right in a way. What does this mean for Shiro? Like, is he just gonna keep coming to this realization? And maybe he'll... I don't know, hold on. Maybe he'll decide what he really wants. Maybe he'll decide what his values truly are. Because if being a superhero is just an ideal he's borrowing from Kiritsugu, what does he want to be? You know? Maybe that's what'll happen in this round. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Interesting to think about. Very interesting to think about. I wake up. The light flowing in is bright, telling me it's sunny today, unlike yesterday.
くそだっていうのに頭痛がする。
I don't know if it's because of what happened last night, but I don't feel good at my awakening. I must have had a bad nightmare, as my temples are throbbing in pain.
顔洗ってこよう。 いや、見事に晴れてるな。
No kidding. Even though it's still 6:30, the sky is clear blue. It's warm for winter, and the snow is all gone. My sleepiness goes away once I wash my face and brush my teeth.
そっか。今日は日曜だから無理して藤根を起こすこともないんだ。
I can prepare breakfast later than usual, and we can eat slowly as well. There's no one in the living room.
俺が一番だったんだ。藤根とセイバーは分かるにしても、遠坂がまだ寝てるってのは意外だな。
A very sleepy girl. What can she say? Well, I'll prepare breakfast. Even though it's Sunday, there are 4 people this morning. I should start preparing.
あれ、食パンないぞ。
Bought a loaf yesterday, but it's gone along with the bag.
その代わりに100円玉が3枚あるのは誠意と見るべきなのか否。
I've never encountered such a crime. The first suspect, Fujini, wouldn't do such an elaborate thing. And there's only one other culprit. Well, what should I do? I don't really care about the bread, but there's one extra person that'll be eating this morning.
7時前。豆腐屋さんなら空いてるな。
I'll take it out on the culprit. Oh man. Make Japanese food and take it out on the culprit, or run to the store. I mean, is there really any harm in just running to the shopping district? I feel like the first one would be kind of funny, though, potentially. Actually, I'll take it out on the culprit line. Oh, man. I'll just jog to the shopping district. We're totally going to run into Ilya if we do that, actually, aren't we? Is that a wise move? Sure, why not? Well, I know who the culprit is. As the one in charge of cooking, I can't allow myself to waste precious time questioning her.
もっともだ。な暇があるなら豆腐買ってくるべし。
I head to the tofu shop under the clear blue sky. I buy 3 tofu with the 300 yen that was on the table.
お、シロ君、日曜だってのに偉いね。
I go home drinking the soy milk I got as a service from the tofu shop owner. What a guy.
満たされてる。
This is perfect. This is a perfect morning with nothing to complain about until Berserker and Ilya show up.
なんだけど、なんか損したような。
Tilt my head in wonder and look up at the sky. A big serving of tofu and a 60 yen soy milk. I don't think good things like this happen that often. I honestly thought we'd run into Ilya. I slowly walked back and pondered what to do with the tofu for about 20 minutes. It's 8:30 already.
おはようございます、シロ。今朝は随分とゆっくりなのですね。
ああ、おはよう、セバ。今日は日曜で学校がないから、その分ゆっくりしていられるんだ。体の調子もいい。
ええ、
Whoops.
望むところです。ではシロ、半身の麻痺は完治したのですね。
Has it?
あ、そういえばそうだった。商店街から気持ちよく散歩できたし、もうほとんど治ってるみたいだ。まあ、まだかすかに重いけど、この分なら明日には治ってる。
それはよかった。マスターが傷を負ったままでは私も立つ瀬がない。シローがいつも通り厨房に立っていると私も安心できます。
Saber takes a seat in her usual position beside the table. Fujini and Tohsaka are sleeping, but since it's Sunday, I should let them sleep in until breakfast's ready.
おはようリン。昨夜はゆっくり眠れたようですね。
Oh, seems Tohsaka's awake.
おはよう。別にそうでもなかったんだけどね。日差しは眩しいし、0時過ぎてもゴソゴソやってる奴らはいたし。
I wonder who those were. Tohsaka answers Saber as she goes into the living room. Well, I don't want to complain so early in the morning, but I have to know why she took all of the bread.
おはよう、登坂。早速だが、今朝の
My breath stops. Tohsaka's wearing something unfamiliar again. Isn't that the exact same outfit she wore last night? Or did they just not bother editing a third sprite set for her? My heart starts beating rapidly. It's because of the red clothes. It hurts my eyes so much that everything I wanted to say escapes my mind.
朝飯作ってる途中。できるまでお茶でも飲んでろ。
I put the cups in front of Saber and Tohsaka. But
何のんびりしてるのよ。今日は出かけるんだから早く用意しなさい。
where are we going? Tohsaka glares at me as if breakfast can come later.
は？出かけるってどこに？
隣町までよ。本当は遠出したいけど、さすがにそこまでの余裕はないでしょ。だから妥協案ってことで。
What's the plan? Is this some sort of new surprise attack? I don't get what Tohsaka wants.
はあ。妥協案は分かったけど、何しに？
何って遊びに行くに決まってるじゃない。デートよ、デート。
Oh lord. She was gonna be like, ah, yes, a date. And just be like, excuse me?
デートって誰が誰と？
私とシローが。
Shiro and I. She declares naturally. After tilting my head in wonder.
デートって俺と登坂が？
Oh god.
それ以外に誰がいるのよ。昨日の夜そう言ったでしょ。
I don't think that's what he had in mind. Hold on. It's so sudden that my mind hasn't caught up yet.
ほら、いいから行くわよ。どうせこんなことだろうと思ってたし、お弁当作っておいたから。はい。シローはこのトートバッグを持ってついてくる。
Oh my god. She hands me a green tote bag and leaves the living room. I stare after her, dumbfounded.
シロ、リンの後を追わなくていいのですか？
Weren't you in the middle of making breakfast?
ああ、ちょっと待て登坂。
I quickly start running. I hear another set of footsteps. Saber is following me.
遅い。女の子を待たせるなんてずいぶん余裕があるのね。
Dude. Tohsaka's hilarious. I'm not that carefree at all. She doesn't hear me out and it seems determined that we're going on a date.
いや、だから待てってば。遊びに行くって、どうして？
By the way she worded it, it seems she genuinely just wants to find something he has fun doing.
そういう気分だから。別に構わないでしょ。どうせ昼間は何もしないんだし。今さら逃げるなんて言わせないわよ。
Oh no, you have no chance of escape.
確かに構わないだろうけど、ほら、そうだ、あーちゃんはどうするんだよ。あいつだって反対だろ、こういうの。
What kind of excuse is that? Yeah, what about Archer?
アーチャーは置いてきたわ。今頃私の家で寝てるんじゃないかしら。
Wait, what was he doing here yesterday then? I can't beat her. I can't talk Tohsaka down by myself. Anyone can stop her.
そうだ、セイバーはどうするんだ？
Bro was trying to find any excuse to not go.
セイバーならいいわよ。同伴しても。
Defeated. All my cards are trumped in just one sentence.
いい加減観念した？なら急ぎましょう。今日はマスターの義務なんて忘れて思いっきり遊ぶんだから。
Alright, sounds fun to me.
待てたらバカ。
There's no time to be confused. Tohsaka grabs my hand and runs out the door. Oh my god. I guess I have to give up. Tohsaka's so energetic that I don't think I can beat her, and I'm sure she'll defeat me in an argument even if I say something. I don't know why, but Saber's following us without complaint. Well, that's good. See, it's really sunny today. Or distracting himself, I guess. A I'm overwhelmed by the crowd the instant I step out of the bus. The station is filled with people. It's a sunny Sunday morning, so it'd be stranger for it to not be crowded here.
驚いた。休日ともなればこれほど人が集まるのですね。
Yeah? Saber looks at the town in wonder. Her reaction is to be expected since she has never seen the town in daylight. I'm also stunned by the crowd.
さて、どこから行こうかしらね。二人ともリクエストある？
Probably not. But, unlike us, Tohsaka is full of energy.
リクエストって言われても困る。遊び場なんて知らないぞ、俺。
でしょうね。じゃあセイバーはどこか行ってみたいところとかない？
Like Saber's gonna be any better.
私ですか？いえ、特に関心のある場所はありません。そもそも私はシローの護衛です。これがリンとシローの休日ならば、私はいないものとして扱ってください。
そう？じゃあ私の好みでいいのね。
Oh god, that evil smile.
ふふん。二人とも意見がないんだから。
Oh god.
私の方針には絶対服従ってことで OK？
When you word it like that, it scares me. I feel a chill. Tohsaka's eyes are scary.
ちょっと待て。物騒な言い方するな。大体な、遠坂に付き合うとは言ったけど、デートするとは言ってないぞ。これはあくまでたまには息抜きをしようって3人でだな。
Then relax.
はい残念。世間じゃそういうのをデートっていうの。
I mean, fair.
ほら、ここまで来たんだからいい加減観念なさい。あんまり往生際が悪いと女の子に嫌われるわよ。
Man, she really strikes where it hurts, huh?
嫌われるって誰に？
さあ、誰でしょう。でもまあ、しぶといってのは長所かな。ね、セイバー。
What, like who? Who could it be? Huh, I wonder. Certainly not. Certainly not Tohsaka.
はい。シローは負けず嫌いですから。戦闘において不屈の精神は心強い。
だってさ、よかったわね、シロ。
Tohsaka smiles. Man, what's so fun about making fun of me?
さて、それじゃあ手始めにベールデに行きましょうか。二人とも朝食はまだでしょ？軽くお茶した後で店荒らしでもして、とりあえず体を温めよう。
Tohsaka starts walking. I think Verde is the name of the new department store that opened up.
ほら、のんびりしてると置いてくわよ。モーニングは10時までなんだから、急がないと終わっちゃうじゃない。
We gotta go then. She doesn't stop even if I stop her. Seems Tohsaka will not even give me time to calm down.
シロ、リンが言ってしまいますが。
Yeah, we know.
ああ、もう分かった。こうなったらどこへだって付き合ってやる。
Oh man. I slapped myself on the cheeks and summoned up some resolve.
行くぞ、セイバー。はぐれるなよ。
はい。シローこそリンを見失わないように。
Shall do my best. We run together. Tohsaka doesn't even turn around in the crowded town. It seems she's absolutely certain that we'll follow her. Imagine if he just didn't. So, before I know it, I've fallen into an even more unavoidable situation.
初めに寄った店とは違った雰囲気ですね。リン、ここには何が？
単なる小休憩よ。二人とも疲れてると思ってね。この辺で一服しとかないとゼンマイが切れちゃいそうだから。
Your springs?
確かに目まぐるしい2時間でしたが、休憩を取るほどの運動量では。
そりゃセイバーはね。けど見えないところですっごくすり減ってるものもあるわけ。私たちにとっては普通の床でも、人によっては毒の沼地ってこともあるんだから。
Yeah.
ああ、私こっちのバナナパフェね。セイバーはこっちのデビルズサンデーにしときなさい。
She ordering for Saber? Sheesh.
エミヤくんは甘いの食べる？
朝からそんなの食べるか。ブレンドでいい。
It's me. I'm the person who could eat that stuff first thing in the morning.
あら、男の子。でもいいの？ HP 回復しとかないと大変よ。
Your HP! I shouldn't even have to say it, but coming here and eating ice cream together would be a whole different dimension, and I have no appetite to begin with. Also, how does a technophobe like her know something like that?
強情強情っと。ま、それはそれで楽しいからいいけどね。
That's fun in its own way, too. What do you mean fun, you smirking red devil? You're the one who should be eating the devil's food Sunday.
シロ、糖分を軽んじてはいけません。リンの言う通り体力を消耗しているのなら、このマンゴーラッシュ&クリームなどいかがでしょう？
That sounds great. To me. Saber nonchalantly recommends me something off the menu.
ええ、大きな声では言えませんが、連日行軍の時など皆に隠れて甘い果物を口にしたものです。もともとはチョコレートなども錬金術から発生したものだとか。
Okay, I can't say I'm really that surprised. Saber do be eating. Ate sweet fruits when the others weren't looking. Oh man, that's hilarious.
そりゃ初耳だ。で、セイバー、マンゴーラッシュも試してみたいんだな。
はい、一口ほどいただければ幸いです。
Exposed. How very lonely. Saber's already abandoned me to my nervousness and fallen under Tohsaka's evil influence.
あら、遠慮しなくていいのよ、セイバー。せっかくだから両方頼んじゃいましょう。
Evil influence.
そうしたいのは山々ですが、それでは支払いに無駄が生じる。空腹ならいざ知らず、興味本位で余分な注文をするわけには。
だからその負担がデートの醍醐味なの。こういう場合、エミヤくんは笑顔でおごってくれて、私たちはエミヤくんの器の広さを実感するっていう仕組みなんだから。
See, I knew that was coming, but it's still hilarious.
なるほど、素晴らしい。相変わらずリンの采配には驚嘆するばかりです。
This is beyond evil influence. Saber was already an enemy on the same side as Tohsaka.
じゃあそういうことで注文確認します。
Oh god.
バナナパフェベビルズサンデー、マンゴーラッシュとブレンドでよろしいでしょうか、お客様。
なんで俺に聞く？いいよ、好きにしろよ。どうせ拒否権ないんだろ。
Dang.
あと、頼むならマンゴーラッシュよりスポンジオレンジの方がいいぞ。
That would probably suit Tohsaka and Saber's tastes better.
ではご助言に預かりまして、そのように。エミヤくんのそういうところ大事にしてね。
So began the least relaxing break imaginable. Right. I have to confess, I think I've been nothing but nervous for the first hour. Even by herself, Tohsaka stands out. Her eye-catching vivid red clothes and her long, supple black hair. The colors alone catch the eye, but Tohsaka herself is a flawless beauty. With Saber by her side, it goes without saying that they make a striking pair. Yeah, no, that's fair.
何？人の顔ジロジロ見て。
Don't worry about it.
さては緊張解けた？
まあ、これだけ好き放題連れ回されれば、そりゃあな。
Damn, I really hate to admit it, but Tohsaka's suggestion to take a break was detestably correct. Hey, she's smart.
オッケー。じゃあここからはもうちょいグレード上げていいってことね。
Oh god. No, Shiro, what have you done? My strongest foe smiles smugly. Honestly, even I can't understand myself. I can fight back to back with her as a master, but now even the gestures I've gotten used to seeing are making my heart race. Must be that I thoughtlessly got too close to her, and now it's difficult to begin normal contact this late in the game.
あ、そうだ。せっかくの機会だし、次はあれ行ってみよっと。そういえば、アクセサリーに興味ある？
Oh lord.
装飾品ですか？収集家ではありませんが、見ていてつまらないということはありませんが。
なら次はそっち方面のお店に行きましょう。
Oh lord.
私セイバーにいろいろかけさせてみたかったのよ。
This is a dangerous game. There's no calming my nerves. Her beaming smile is just that dazzling. The unplaceable feeling of impatience and agitation gives me a slight pain in my chest. This is why, instead of a date, I would rather have gone home straight away to work on tactics. So, what kind of magic was cast to make it turn out like this? Oh, here's somebody knocking my door.
笑った笑った。久しぶりにいいもの見せてもらったわ。ほんと。
This is a nice backdrop.
そうでしょうか。私は判断しかねます。どうも先ほどのシロは。
それがいいんじゃない。まさかメガネ一つであんなにお坊ちゃん風になるとは思わなかったな。シロ、あのメガネ買えばよかったのに。
Oh god. You definitely should have. Tohsaka must have loved it as she's still laughing. It all happened about 10 minutes ago. The gray screen. Bro looks like he's traumatized. I don't know what she was thinking, but Tohsaka took us to a glasses store and played around by getting Saber to try on glasses. I got involved as well, and one of the glasses just got her laughing. It was a pair of thick formal glasses that she made me put on.
たく余計なお世話だ。いいか、金輪際メガネなんてかけないからな。ただでさえ童顔なんだから、これ以上ガキに見られてたまるか。
ああ、そっか。自覚はあったんだ。けど心配いらないんじゃない？エミヤくん、今のままでも問題ないし。
Sheesh, that's gonna do it for Shiro, huh?
今のままなんて問題ある。顔は仕方ないけど、もう少しぐらい背が高くならないと困る。
He must not be 6 foot. Tragic.
あら、エミヤくんの身長平均だと思うけど。
平均なもんか。それに背が高いと踏ん張りが効くだろ。せめて一斉ぐらいは背丈がないとダメだ。
The dude is very self-conscious about his height.
だから心配ないってば。まだまだ大きくなるもの、あなた。
They told me that too, Shiro. They told me that too.
それは嬉しいけど、登坂、その根拠は何だよ。
I don't actually care about my height.
ああ、うん。だって骨格はしっかりしてるんだから、ちゃんと栄養取れば育つでしょ。しっかり光合成してれば白も大きくなれるかなとか。
What? Oh no. She's like, oh wait, what did I just say? I thought you'd grow if you used photosynthesis.
どこの葉っぱの話だよ、それ。人をそこいらの花と一緒にすんな。
ああ、エミヤくん、もしかして怒っちゃった？
別に話半分に聞いとくよ。まあ、登坂のお墨付きなら割と期待して良さそうだし。
Nah, bro's gonna bust out some photosynthesis.
ええ、背のことは保証できないけど、きっととびっきりのいい男になるわ。
And why
それ
is
だけは
that?
私の保証付きよ、シロ。
Explain. Why does she have to say such an embarrassing thing?
照れてる照れてる。エミヤくん、すぐ顔に出るから好きよ。
Bro cannot hide his emotions. She's playing around with me. She's definitely playing around with me.
この性悪。同学年の男からかって楽しいのか、お前は。
I guess it is.
もちろん、人によるけど、シロの反応は極上だしね。
God. Please show her your wrath with divine punishment. Not just for my sake, but for the sake of all the guys in my school.
と、シロで遊ぶのはこの辺にして、本命に行きましょうか。お昼ご飯前にこうガッキーンってストレス解消していかない？
Please show her your wrath with divine punishment. Oh my god. She fists her hand and swings it.
ガッキーンって
She's trying to box?
まさか
I'm sure of it. She's making that gesture. Would a girl come out and say she wants to go to such a place?
何ってバッティングに決まってるじゃないシロ。もしかして知らない？
I feel like there's a doesn't I mean batting is just like not what like fists her hand and swings it? What? Okay. The former school idol asks me seriously. Dude, I love that they had to throw former in there.
んなわけあるか。あ、いや、俺が言いたいのはだな、バッティングセンターは女の子向けじゃないっていうか。
Yeah, now you deserve a fist to the face. Saying that, I imagine Tohsaka going into the batter's box. Crap. It does look strange, but why does she seem so reliable?
何よ。それなら水族館にでも行く？確かペンギン軍団 vs 北海の巨大アザラシ炎の冷凍3番勝負がやってたはずだけど、見せ物としちゃ三流よ。
Penguin Army versus the giant seal? I think it's second rate, but I don't know how it's going. I don't know about going to an aquarium when it's so sunny out.
リン、そのバッティングとは何なのですか？
Oh lord. I didn't even think about Saber in the batting cages. Oh Jesus.
ああ、そうね。セイバーの得意分野よ。時に特訓の一つに挙げられる総合的な身体運動とも言えるわ。
Please go to the batting cages. I want to see this now. Wow. Tohsaka's putting it in a ridiculous way.
それは聞き捨てなりませんね。
そうそう。気持ちいいからやってみなさい。セイバーなら店の景品を根こそぎ獲得できるってもんよ。
She agitates Saber irresponsibly and starts walking again. I watch her, then run after her since it can't be helped. There's no point arguing against Tohsaka's energy. I can't stop her, and I also kind of like being pulled around like this. He admits it. So that's what it means. My nervousness went away because it's fun. I was taken to many places without rest, and my anxiety was gone before I knew it. Tohsaka urges me to go to the next place. I respond reluctantly, and Saber quietly watches us over. Watches over us. It was really fun. The town I only used to walk by. I didn't know all the things I didn't involve myself in were so meaningful. As soon as I think so, something like a cage falls on me, and I understand. I don't deserve this. I'm unworthy of all this. It tells me so from deep down within me. Shiro, no. Just enjoy your day, bro. Come on. I mean, it would never really go away that easy though, would it? That guilt. His inferiority complex, you know? Just who he is as a person. It makes sense that he'd feel that way. Even if it's awful to read. I'm tired. I never expected to play 5 games with 30 balls each game for a total of 150 swings. It's all because...
なんでしょうか、シロ。そのような目で見られると困ります。
Yeah, she looks like she had stupid fun. She hated losing.
誤算だったわ。あそこまでセイバーが勝負にこだわるなんて思わなかった。
Tohsaka sighs next to me. She also...
あら、私は1ゲームだけよ。そんなにバット握ってたら手の皮が荒れちゃうもの。
Psych! You thought it was only gonna be one game. Said something like that, but ended up playing another game with Saber, and ended up complaining afterwards about how her shoulders and hands were tired.
何言ってんだ。遠坂は2回だけやって奥でハンドル握ってたじゃないか。俺なんて5回だぞ、5回。しかも最高速度。
So was Saber not actually that good at it? Is that why they had to play so many times?
ああ、手を抜くとセイバーが怒るし、差をつけると拗ねるんだからな。地獄のような1時間だった。
拗ねてなどいません。シロに対して闘志を燃やしていただけではないですか。そもそも道場での打ち合いに比べれば遊びのようなもの。そこまで疲労する方が悪いのです。
Man, she's denying it. I did not sulk. Oh man.
納得。セイバー遊びに負けると怒るタイプだったんだ。
Seems like it. Don't ever let her play online games. I sigh and wobble on. So here's what I found out today. 1. Do not gamble with Saber. 2. A rule where the winner is the one to have 10 more hits than the opponent can end up in an infinite hell if the ones playing are at about the same level. And lastly, Saber is physically weaker than us if she does not use her magical energy. Or rather, is Tohsaka the strange one for hitting back a 120 km/h balls like nothing? I mean... To be fair, that's not really about physical strength. It's just more about hand-eye coordination. But I digress. It's natural since Saber is the smallest one out of all of us, but I guess Tohsaka is rather strong for a girl.
失礼ね。バッティングはイコール腕力じゃないわ。
Did he say that out loud?
スイングスピードと命中角度さえ合ってれば、女の子でも打ち返せるわよ。
そりゃ1級や2級はな。問題はその後。普通は腕の筋肉が引きつるって。お前、寝る前に腕立て伏せでもしてんじゃないのか。いや、あれはそうとしか思えないバッティングだったぞ。
She gets buff. My voice is heavy with sarcasm, but...
してるわよ。何よ、悪い？
She gets buff, bro.
いや、うん。
Bro did not know... Bro did not know what to say to that. She replies like that, so I'm the one that gets beat.
ともかく昼にしよう。もう2時過ぎだろ。いい加減何か食べないとめまいがしてきた。いや、ナイス。
Just nice. Not know what to say. Oh man. The fact that Shiro really did not expect her to work out like that, and he's like, "Do you do push-ups before bed?" She's like, "Yeah." She got like all shy about it too. It's funny. Family restaurant by the bridge should be a good place around here. There are lots of choices on the menu, so I'm sure Saber won't complain.
遠坂もそれでいいよな。別に目当ての店があるってわけじゃないだろ。
I call out to Tohsaka.
あるわよ。目当ての店ってわけじゃないけど、
Oh God.
予定はちゃんと組んであるんだから。
Man, she had this whole day planned out.
なんだ、そうだったんだ。で、それってどこだよ？
ここ。
は？ここってどこさ？
だからここ。天気もいいし、公園でお昼にするの。
Yeah, didn't she already bring lunch? I look around. I don't see any cafe, nor even a hot dog stand.
遠坂、まさか出前でも取るつもりか？
あんたね、その朝からずっと持ってる私のトートバッグは何だと思ってるのよ。
Bro really did not think about that once.
え？
Oh, come to think of it, she did hand me a bag to carry this morning.
そこはかとなくマスタードの匂い。つまりこれは
Picnic time.
お弁当に決まってるでしょ。それぐらい用意したって言わなかったかしらね、私。
She glares at me. I think she did say something like that.
うわ、驚いた。まさかそこまで手が込んでるとは思わなかった。
そんなの当然でしょ。私から誘ったんだから、それなりの準備はしてるわよ。
Fair enough, honestly.
ああ、これで謎も解けた。遠坂、このために食パンを使ったんだな。
Exposed.
いや、てっきり夜中に腹が減ったんでもしゃもしゃ食っちまったのかと思ってた。一斤丸ごと食うなんて無茶っぽいけど、遠坂ならありかなって。
Oh, you don't just say that, bro. You're about to get knocked out. Wow, everything's solved now. There are no more worries on my chest now. When I look back up, Tohsaka's making a scary face.
エミヤくん、
なんだろう、トーサカ。
おしゃべりはそれぐらいにしてお昼ご飯の準備をしてくれない？道具一式トートバッグの中に全部入ってるから。それとあんまりもたもたしてると殺すわよ。
But I thought it might be possible in your case. Dude, I can't believe he actually said that. Oh man, what an idiot. Just the wow, everything's solved now. There are no more worries on my chest now.
はい、努力します。
I quickly make a space on the grass. Man, that was scary. It's bad for my heart to have her say something that doesn't sound like a joke with that big smile. That's fair. Oh wow, that's a nice CG. So, lunch starts 2 hours late.
あれ？どうしたのシロ？唐突にぼーっとしちゃって。ああ、もしかして辛いの苦手だった？
I hope not. For his sake. She's right next to me. Tohsaka says so from a close distance.
あ、いや、大丈夫。強烈な味付けだけど、うまいぞ、これ。
I say so and take another bite.
そう？よかった。サンドイッチをまずく作るのって一種の才能でしょ？もしかしてそういういらないもんまで持っちゃったかと思ったわ。
It's a talent to be able to make a bad sandwich. Tohsaka laughs. I looked spaced out. It's probably because she's dazzling to my eyes. We're eating lunch on the grass under the clear blue sky. This is peaceful enough, but it's too much once Tohsaka's added to the picture, and my nervousness is returning.
おう、口元にトマトが残ってる。取ってあげよっか。
Oh lord.
突然何言い出すんだよ、お前。それぐらい自分で取る。
I wipe my mouth with my sleeve. Crap. I got a red stain on my sleeve now.
あっちゃ、ちょい悪ふざけが過ぎたか。ごめんね。シロがあまりにも予想通りの反応するから、つい面白くって。
Tohsaka hands me a napkin. I don't know if she's laughing or apologizing. Both.
いいよ。どうせ今日は一日中こんなもんなんだ。気にしない。
I take the napkin and wipe my sleeve with it. The red stain isn't coming out. Looks like Tohsaka's using some original sauce. The stain is in there and doesn't look like it'll come out easily.
けど今に見てろよ。今日の教訓を生かして、明日からはちょっとやそっとじゃ動じなくなってやる。いいか。
へえ。じゃあ明日からは手加減なしでできるわけね。
Oh dear God.
よかった。いい加減猫をかぶるのにも飽きてたところだったんだ。
Oh dear God. The red devil smiles back.
いや、今の取り消し。もうちょっと時間がかかるから、しばらく今のレベルで抑えてくれると助かる。
Oh man.
そう？シローがそう言うならいいけど、レベルアップしたくなったら教えてね。遠慮なく叩きのめしてあげるから。
Tohsaka is something else, man.
くそ。いつか帰り討ちにしてやる。
I'm not making excuses, but it sounds like an excuse. It's somehow really vexing, so I decided to take it out on the sandwich in front of me. That poor sandwich. Oh God. She is very concerned. I eat the sandwiches. I was hungry, and it's Tohsaka's handmade meal, so I'm gonna eat all of it myself. Well, actually, Saber already ate about a third of it. She was intimidated, bro. So Saber and I munch down the sandwiches. Tohsaka must be full, as she just stares at us.
体の調子良さそうじゃない。これなら午後は遠慮なく引っ張り回しても良さそうね。
No, please do. Hold back, please. I'm begging you. She makes an evil smile again. It's that smile. She's more looking forward to seeing me worn out than what she's actually going to do.
甘く見るな。 この程度引っ張り回されたぐらいで値を上げるもんか。昨日ならいざ知らず、今日はずっと調子がいいんだから。
そうなんだ。ならもう大丈夫かな。
Tohsaka sighs with relief and reaches out for a sandwich. It's as if she's saying her burden's gone now. A moment I wonder why she said that. Everything fits together. Come to think of it, it was really unnatural. The reason Tohsaka came to my house. Archer knew about my body. He must have heard that I projected his swords and knew that there's something wrong with my body. That's fine. But Archer, the one who wasn't there at that time, knew about the projection because Tohsaka told him about it. Then, as Tohsaka told Archer about our battle against Caster, wouldn't Archer tell Tohsaka about the penalty on my body?
Tohsaka.
何？
お前、なんだって昨日うちに来たんだ。しかも泊まっていくなんておかしいぞ。昨日は藤姉にかき回されて気がつかなかったけど。
Pieces of the puzzle are coming together. A brief moment, but I hear Tohsaka gasp.
なんでって、別に理由はないけど、昨日のはただの気まぐれよ。たまにはああいうのもいいかなって。
That true? I mean, if so, fair enough, but...
そうか。確かに昨日は賑やかで楽しかった。
Certainly fun getting yelled at.
でしょ？
うん。何もなかったけど、ありがと
う。Wow. She turned red in an instant.
何勘違いしてんのよ。私は別にシロを気遣ったわけじゃなくて。
Exposed. You have been exposed.
ああ。協力者が減るのはマイナスだもんな。だから様子を見に来たんだろ。
Yeah, that's the reason we'll run with, I guess.
そうよ。よくわかってるじゃない。
We'll run with that.
ああ。けど、たとえそうでも感謝してる。遠坂が何企んでいたかは知らないけど、気を使ってくれたことだけは絶対なんだからな。
She groans in dissatisfaction. Her gesture's so cute that it makes me smile.
なるほど。そっか。
I kind of understand now how Tohsaka feels. Feels really great embarrassing someone you like. Oh man, that's evil. Y'all are evil. The weather changes once we finish lunch. The sky is filled with clouds, and it looks like it could start raining any moment now.
仕方ないか。傘もないし、今日はもう帰りましょう。
Tough. There's no objection. It's Tohsaka who started this, so it's her duty to finish it as well. We get off the bus. It's about to start raining when we reach the familiar intersection.
今日は楽しかった？
I enjoyed it. I can safely say I enjoyed it. Right when we start to head home, Tohsaka suddenly asks that question. I don't even need to answer. It was fun. It's like I got thrown into a washing machine and turned around and around. I feel like my nervousness got washed away along with the dirt. But...
どうなの？楽しかった？シロ。
Now he actually has to say yes.
ああ、参った。こんなに遊んだのは久しぶりだ。よくもあそこまで振り回してくれたな。
The more fun it is, the more awkward I get, feeling that such a thing is more than I deserve.
そう。シロが何を考えているか知らないけど、楽しいんなら素直に楽しいって言いなさいよ。ここまでエスコートした私に失礼じゃない。
And he's gotta actually say it.
いや、そんなつもりじゃなくてだな。
あるわよ。あんた、無意識にブレーキかけちゃってるもの。前に何があったか知らないけど、そんなに辛いことだったら、いっそ忘れた方が楽じゃないの？
Dang. She read that perfectly, huh? My breath stops. Feels like she stuck a knife into my wound with amazing precision.
遠坂、それは。
さあ、私の知ったことじゃないわ。まあ、当初の目的は果たしたし、 あとはそっちの問題か。
With her hair trailing behind her, Tohsaka heads to the hill road. Not towards the Western-style houses, but to the Japanese-style houses. I stand there in a daze.
シロ、家に帰らないのですか？じき雨が降ってきますが。
ああ、そうだな。行こう。
Being urged by Saber, I start off. Whoa, what is that? Excuse me. As soon as I return to my place, I feel something really strange. Nothing is missing, but a sense of nothing being right assails me. The two make difficult expressions. That goes the same for me as well. This feeling. It's like always, but something important is stripped off. The thing missing from this place, it's...
結界がなくなってる。
Ooh, that's a problem. The boundary field my father set up. The boundary field to notify us of intruders has been cut off by force.
誰かが留守中に押し入ったみたいね。出かけてたのは幸いか。
Yeah, seems so.
シロ、タイガは？
Oh, that's a good question. Uh-oh. My god, I can't speak. My anxiety rising, I begin to run. There's no time to think.
待ちなさい。中にまだ敵がいるかもしれないじゃない。
Yeah, Shiro apparently does not care. I hear a sound. The instant I open the door, I can feel the stagnation in the air. The remains of the intrusion. The air is heavy like silk with just a small amount of filth. I run in with my shoes on. I don't have the time to take them off, and I don't have the composure to even consider such a thing. Tohsaka and Saber are running behind me. I don't even look at them and head straight to the living room. I run into the living room. The lights are turned off. Under the gray sky, the dark room contains...
あら、このまま連れ去ろうと思ったのに、いいタイミングで現れるのね、坊や。
Oh, great. Oh, no. Fujini, standing unconscious, and an enemy called Caster.
キャスター。
I hear Saber's voice from behind me. The two stop when they see Caster. It must be because Fujini is held as a hostage. Caster will cast a spell if Saber or Tohsaka attack her. It'll be faster than anyone here. Even if Saber charges, even if Tohsaka casts a spell, Caster's finger will light up faster than anything. Their position. If Caster would do that, his face would explode like a tomato. Why did I feel like I said tomato? It was so weird. Tomato. Okay, let's go. Sorry. My mind freezes. I'm angry. I'm so mad that my vision is about to turn red. But my mind is objective. I never knew that you can get calm if anger passes a certain level.
不用心よ坊や。魔術師であるのなら、結界にはもっと力を入れないと。
She laughs. I take it like it's happening to someone else.
殊勝な心がけねえキャスター。自分からこっちの陣営にやってくるなんて降伏宣言のつもり？
Sure.
ええ、似たような要件よ。もっとも許しを請うのはあなたたちの方でしょうけど。
The voice is enough to create sparks between them. Tohsaka glares at Caster and does not do anything. Well, when we can't even try some trick with projection, because, I mean, we could, but Archer's told us already absolutely no magic today. This life will end if she moves. Why do they not say Taiga? And it's just what? Is it because he can't accept it? He can't like believe what's going on? That's all I can guess. Tohsaka's going to move. I'll Tohsaka before Caster will. Sheesh.
で、人質を取って何をするっていうのよ、あんた。
あなたに用はないわ。関心があるのはそこの坊やよ。
Dang, why do we have so much beef?
ねえ、私が持ちかけた話をまだ覚えていて。
The event at the temple. Caster told Archer and me to be her subordinates.
あんたまだ懲りずにそんなこと。
Tohsaka's angry. That's surprising. Archer told Tohsaka about it, huh?
懲りる？そうね。本来なら一度断った人間に関心なんて持たない。
Why is she
けれ
so...
ど、それも相手によるのよ、お嬢さん。
Why is she so interested in Shiro? She's got to see something in him then, right? Caster's watching me. As if saying she's not interested in Tohsaka.
あなたは面白いわ、坊や。聖杯戦争は今回で5回目。そのいずれもあなたのようなケースはなかったでしょう。殺してしまうのは簡単。けれどせっかくの貴重なサンプルだもの。できれば殺さずに手に入れたい。分かって？こんな無粋な真似をするのもあなたを生きたまま仲間にしたいからなのよ。
That means she will kill if I refuse.
私は主の命に背いてここまで来た。そこまであなたを評価しているのだから、こちらの熱意も信用できるのではなくて？
What do you do in that spot? Man.
何勝手なこと言ってんのよ。マスターに黙って好き勝手やってるやつが。
あら嫉妬？でも残念。悪いけどあなたに興味はないの。魔術師としては優秀みたいだけど、私には到底及ばないわ。その点そこの坊やは理想的よ。魔術師として未熟だもの。御するのはたやすいですし。
A charming laugh. Caster urges for my reply while digging her fingers into his neck.
困った子ね。悩むことなどないでしょうに。聖杯を手に入れるのは私以外にない。この町はとっくに私のものだもの。いくらあなたのセイバーが優れていようと、無尽蔵の魔力を持つ私を倒すことはできない。
And then Gilgamesh comes in off the top rope. Saber's presence moves. She's ready to fight. She will charge at Caster if she sees an opening.
だから無駄なのよ、セイバー。いいこと？ここでこうしている私でさえ影に過ぎない。私の力の供給源は町に住むすべての人間。1000人単位でマスターを持っているようなものよ。
Yikes.
それがどういうことか分かって？
貴様、まず
そう。魔力のない人間でも魂そのものは別でしょ。私たちはもともとソウルイーターだもの。マスターから命という魔力を奪えば、いくらでも魔力は引き出せる。あなたのその怪物じみた宝具も今の私なら何度だって扱えるわ。
That's troublesome. An unlimited source of energy. Magical energy she sucks out of everybody in this town. That's why she's going to win? You're saying she's invincible because she controls innocent people like... It's the same. She's saying she will laugh on top of the other sacrifice, on top of other sacrifices. The firing hammer rises. Heat returns to my calm mind.
さあ、答えを聞かせて、エミやシロ。あなたに勝ち目はないわ。セーバーと共に私に従ってくれるかしら。
There's no way you say yes to that.
藤姉を話せ。
話を聞いてなかったのかしら。私に下りなさいと言ったのよ。
うるさい。藤姉を話せ。
Dang. There's nothing else. I've nothing to give her. A gritting sound. Caster grits her teeth in annoyance and sighs as if to calm herself down.
わかったわ。交渉は決裂というわけね。聖杯を手に入れられるマスターは一人だけだもの。
違う。聖杯とかそういうのは関係ない。俺はお前とは組まないだけだ。
そう。嫌われたものね、私も。
Yeah. There's no sarcasm in her voice. there's only anger.
本当に残念。あなたを気に入っていたという気持ちに嘘はなかっただけにね。もしあなたが私に協力してくれたなら、聖杯を分けてあげてもよかったのに。
He doesn't care about that.
それこそ余計なお世話だ。俺はお前みたいなやつを止めるために戦うって決めたんだ。聖杯なんて関係ない。そんなことより、藤根を離せ。
I glare at Caster. Taking my stare full of enmity, Caster. Oh, she's gonna kill Fujini. Fujini is so dead. Laughs for some reason.
お前。
あら、気に障った？けどあなたも悪いのよ。心にもないことを口にするから。
My throat clogs up. I didn't say anything against what I believe in.
聖杯なんて関係ない？本当にそうなのかしらね。
Ooh,
あなたは聖杯の犠牲者ですもの。
she's not wrong.
聖杯なんて関係ない。そう言葉にする時点で、あなたは聖杯を憎んでいるのではなくて？
She's not wrong. At that instant, my mind freezes.
シロ
I don't understand anything since my mind's frozen. Not even Tohsaka, who's watching me with worry. Not even Saber, who looks down painfully. Not even the nausea that fills me up.
知ってるわよ、エミヤシロ。前回の戦いは10年前だったんですって？その時にあなたは全てを失った。炎の中に一人取り残され、死を待つだけだったあなたは、エミヤキリツグに拾われた。
Dang, how do you know all this?
だから本当はこの家の子供じゃないのよ、あなたは。にもかかわらず、なりたくもない魔術師にさせられて、今まで苦しんできたんでしょ？
Were we really forced? I don't think so. Maybe we felt pressured, but...
嘘。エミヤ君、今の話。
そう。あなたにとって聖杯は憎むべき敵だった。そんなあなたがこの戦いに参加するなんて皮肉な話ね。
Oh man, Tohsaka never knew. Saber didn't know the full extent of it.
あなたの気持ちはわかるわ。誰だって不当に自身の幸福を奪われては恨まずにはいられない。ええ、私が気に入ったのはそういうエミやシローの過去よ。
It is a pretty interesting backstory.
あなたには復讐の資格がある。聖杯を手に入れて10年前の清算をする権利がある。だからあなたを仲間にしてあげてもいいと思った。さあ、考え直しなさい、坊や。
I don't think...
私だって戦いを望んではいない。だって殺し合いなんて馬鹿らしいでしょ。聖杯に無限の富があるのなら、いくら分けてもそこは尽きないはず。なら信用に足る者たちなら聖杯を共有してもいいのではなくて？
She's probably not telling a lie. Caster must seriously think so.
復讐なさい、エミやシロ。
She is really trying.
聖杯は私の手にあるも同然。あなたの願いを叶えてあげることぐらい造作もないわ。
よまいごとだ、キャスター。サーバントが最後の一人になるまで聖杯は現れない。
いいえ、
Oops.
戦わなくとも聖杯が手に入る方法はあるのよ、セイバー。他のサーバントには無理でも、キャスターである私には聖杯のからくりは読み取れる。そうね、膨大な魔力出力を誇るあなたが手を貸してくれるなら、今からでも聖杯を呼び出すことは可能でしょう。
It creates a crack in Saber's resolve. It's because Saber feels that Caster is telling the truth.
さあ、これが最後よ、坊や。無益な戦いは避けたいのでしょ。なら私に従いなさい。セイバーを私に渡し、 あなたが私に協力するというのなら
There's no
聖
way.
杯はあなたたちに預けるわ。
There's no way he'd actually do this, right? The final negotiation. Saber's perplexed. It's because avoidable battles should be avoided, and it will be best if the Holy Grail can be obtained that way. And besides, the enemy has life in her hands. There's only one answer. Even Tohsaka is biting her lips as if she has given up. I... Refuse Caster or obey Caster. Get out of my face.
断る。お前の話には乗らない。
I don't care if this leads me to a bad end. I'm refusing her offer. Point blank. I say so to the Magus without looking away. 3 people gasp. Nobody here expected me to reply like that.
あなた正気？自分がどんな立場にいるか分かっていて。
This very well might lead to a bad end, but...
ああ、お前の言い分は分かった。確かに正しいことを言ってると思う。
If battles can be avoided, they should be avoided. And if the Holy Grail can be shared, it should be shared. But...
けど、人を無差別に襲っている魔女には協力しない。
Oh, he said the W word.
お前の言い分は正しいけど、その手段は間違ってる。それにもう一つ。俺は無理やり魔術師になったんじゃない。自分から進んで親父の後を継いだんだ。それをお前にとやかく言われる筋合いはない。
そう。ならあなたはいらないわ。ここで消えてしまいなさい。
Caster's voice fills with intent to kill.
貴様。
At the same time, Saber gets ready to attack. And...
動くな、セイバー。
I stop her with all my might.
頼む。動かないでくれ、セイバー。遠坂もだ。今は動くわけにはいかない。
She'll be killed if any one of us moves. I'll lose the person that was with me until now. A person that is like an older sister to me. I can't allow that.
シロ、ですが。
バカ。ならどうして断ったりしたのよ。
But the two stop. I take a step towards Caster as if to hide them.
あら、全くの考えなしかと思ったけど、自分の立場ぐらいは理解していたようね。
Caster smiles once again. Her left arm that was carrying Fujini points slowly at me.
卑怯者。無抵抗のシロを殺すつもり？
まさか。命まで取りはしませんよ。坊やにはマスターで亡くなってもらうだけ。一つしか残っていないようだけど、その令状を渡しなさい。
Archer, please save us.
私の仲間にはならない。けれどこの娘は救いたい。そういうのなら、それぐらいの覚悟はあったのでしょ？
Saber gasps. I apologize to Saber in my mind and take another step towards Caster.
わかった。けど、どうやって令状を渡せばいい？
He's just willingly doing it?
人に渡す方法なんて俺は知らない。
シロ、ダメだ。そんなことをしても。
そうね。邪魔が入らなければ移植はできるのだけど、ここでは望めそうにない。落ち着ける場所に移動しないと移植は無理でしょう。だから、
I don't know what I anticipated, but it was not this.
皮ごと剥ぎ取りなさい。ここで。
The Black Witch says so with a smile.
ここまでです。シロ、タイガのことは諦めてください。これ以上キャスターの思い通りにはさせられない。
私も同意見よ。だいたいあいつが人質を解放する玉かっていうの。一度言いなりになったら最後まで利用されるだけよ。
The two have a point, so I can only apologize to them in my head.
持っていけ。これでいいんだろ。
What are you doing? I raise my left arm. Caster should be able to cut off my left arm along with the command spell with one word.
シロ、ダメだ。
Bro. What?
なんだってのよあんたは。そこまでして他人を助ける必要はないでしょ。
ある。この程度で藤姉が助かるなら、そんなの考えるまでもない。
I point my left arm at Caster.
いいわ。こちらに来なさい、エミヤシロ。何を企んでいるかは知らないけど、どんな奇襲より私の指の方が早いのだから。
Caster still must not trust me, as she puts some distance between us. I walk to her. Caster's right in front of me, and the other two are far away from me. I walk to the place where I won't be able to get away and hold out my arm. The Black Witch watches me in astonishment.
驚いたわ。大した善人ね、坊や。いいわ。あなたの誠意に免じて、この女は返してあげる。
Man, I hope Shira's got some kind of plan. I hope we're not just losing an arm. Her robe flutters. Caster keeps a hold of Fujini with her left hand and takes out a strange dagger with her right.
お笑い草ね。これなら手間をかける必要もなかった。本当にバカな子。目障りだからあなたみたいなお人よしは死んでしまいなさい。
She swings her dagger. It goes not for my arm but my heart, and
キャスター
she explodes. Saber charges in with such speed that I thought she exploded. The speed must have been faster than Caster expected, as her daggers repel. God dang, Saber! Saber was pissed! Oh, man. Caster retreats and Saber follows her. She must have figured out that she can't get away.
そうなら
Smiling happily, Caster puts power into right hand and...
ダメだ。やめてくれ、サイバー。
Oh, that's the last command spell. Oh, Lord.
シロ、レジオ。
Saber stops. Her movements are stopped by the absolute obedience enforced by the command spell. There. The dagger is stabbed as easily as making footprints in snow. Oh my god. Feels like time has stopped. Saber's looking down at her chest in blank amazement.
キャスター貴様。
そうこれが私の宝具よ、セイバー。何の殺傷能力もない儀礼用の鍵に過ぎない。けれどこれはね、あらゆる契約を覆す裏切りの刃。あなたもこれで私と同じ。主を裏切り、その剣を私に預けなさい。
Excuse me? Red light erupts. Magical energy flows out like tumbling water. It spreads through Saber's body, destroys every rule controlling her, and... the connection between Saber and me is completely cut. What? Saber crumbles onto the floor. There's a mark like a bruise on her forehead. I see 3 marks appearing on Caster. The command spell to control the servants. What used to be on me, proof of being Saber's master, is on her arm now.
驚いたかしら？これが私の宝具、ルールブレイカー。この世界にかけられたあらゆる魔術を無効化する裏切りと否定の剣。
Yeah, so that's kind of right about what it does. Saber's moaning on the floor, as if fighting against a poison that entered her.
あんたサーバントのくせにサーバント。
This will be her second.
ええ、使い輪にしたのよ、お嬢さん。これで計画通り。エミやシローはマスターではなくなり、セイバーは私のものになった。この娘さえ手中に収めてしまえば、恐れるものは何もない。そうよ。あのバーサーカーが私を襲おうと関係ない。
What?
今度は私から攻め入ってあげましょう。
Is this a bad end, or is this like an actual story event happening right now? Caster laughs and picks up Fujini.
ほら、返してあげるわ、おバカさん。大事な人なんでしょ。なら死んでしまわないように、最後まで頑張らないとダメよ。
Fujini's body floats up. She goes through the air as if being pulled by an invisible arm. I catch her at once. There's no reply, but her body is warm. Fujini is unconscious, but she's still breathing and is unwounded. I sigh with relief.
満足したかしら。約束だものね。その娘は助けてあげる。それに、そうね。あなたも見逃してあげましょう。先ほどの見せ物、頭にくるぐらい素敵だったから。けれど。
そう。まあそういう流れになるわよね、普通。
ええ、戯れはここまでよ、お嬢さん。さあ、セイバー。アーチャーのマスターを仕留めなさい。邪魔をするようなら、あなたのマスターだった子も殺していいわ。
Yikes.
ふざけるな。誰が貴様などに。
Saber glares at Caster while on her knees.
いいえ、従うのよ、セイバー。あなたはもう私のもの。この霊樹がある限り、身も心も私には逆らえない。
Does this just end with us and Tohsaka freaking Shiro and Tohsaka just dying? Saber's voice fills up with pain, but on the other hand, Saber's body slowly gets up against her will. Saber's body moves. She charges at Tohsaka with the same speed as before, and she thrusts her sword. Gotta be a bad end, right? I feel a dull pain on my shoulder. Feel the steel stabbed into my shoulder. The sword that should be invisible is outlined in my blood. I hear Tohsaka's voice from behind me, but I can't do anything, no matter what she says. It's just that my body moved on its own, and most of all, I didn't want to see Saber attack Tohsaka. I didn't want to see it, so I just placed myself in between them. My body twitches. Saber's sword hasn't stopped yet. He rips into my flesh and grates against my collarbone. The sword will eventually cut the arteries in my neck and kill me. That's not good. I'm still holding on to Fujini, and Tohsaka's behind me as well.
残念。もったいないわね。その子には興味があったのだけれど。
Far away, Caster is saying something.
霊樹に従いなさい、セイバー。そのままもろとも切り落とせば、二人減るわ。
A cold-hearted order. With sounds as if opposing it, Saber's arm shakes and stops.
バカな。セイバーの大魔力は霊樹の縛りにさえ抗うというの。
God dang, what? Caster is astonished. Saber looks down, bites her lips, and desperately pulls back her sword.
言って。
She moans in despair. Drip. Saber hangs her head and cries.
逃げて。シロ。
Is this actually what's happening? Like, is this not a bad end? It's feeling more and more like it. Oh my god. Saber pleads with so much effort that she might cough up blood.
シロ、来なさい。
待て、Tohsaka.
I run, my arm pulled by Tohsaka. The wound on my shoulder is so hot that my mind's not working. But I have Fujini in my arms, and I've accepted that running away is the only option. No. I have no choice but to accept it. What a contradiction. She threw away her pride as a swordsman and told me to run away. To honor her wish is the greatest help I can provide for her. But on the other hand, ignoring her tears and running away means losing her. That's exactly what I did not want to see. Master is Caster. What? My God. This feels so wrong. I'm gonna go a little longer. My breath is ragged. I don't know where we ran, but the familiar Western-style mansion is before me.
シロ、こっち。意識はある？まだ歩ける？
I run, being pulled by someone. My body is strangely light. Must have gotten lighter after losing the things within me. I just feel nothing. The only weight I feel is the body of Fujini in my arms. Can't see well. I'm not sure where I'm walking nor what I'm doing.
藤村先生はそこに寝かせて。ちょっと聞いてるのシロ。いいから、ここなら安全だから手を離しなさいっての。
Someone takes away the person in my arms. Important weight disappears. At the same time, my body becomes heavy. The light body turns into iron, and I fall, unable to keep myself up.
はーちゃん、急いで。手当てをするから私の部屋に。
Oh my god. Is this like, I think this is actually what I was supposed to do. I hear someone's voice. My body is heavy and hot. I imagine turning red. Does it get this hot when you put steel and fire to make a sword? The heat gradually goes away as time passes. God, I need to stop soon, but like, this is so good. A room I don't know. I stare at the ceiling with a boiling head. That's the only thing I can do. Seems I'm lying on a bed.
私じゃ治せない。この傷じゃこれ以上は戦えないでしょうけど。もうマスターじゃないんだから戦う理由もないか。
Calm voice, unlike before. The person that brought me here to treat my wound.
ここまでね。シロはもう戦わなくていいわ。
Says those words. Honestly, I thought I was about to pop up bad end. Try to say something and my vision turns black. My eyelids fall. Anesthesia causes my body to fall asleep. Feel someone leaving and hear the sound of the door closing. My consciousness turns off at that moment. Oh my god, there's an interlude. This is totally what was supposed to happen, isn't it? Wow. I'm gonna have a lot to process. The sun sets. The sun, which wasn't even visible, sets and the dark sky gets even darker.
そうか。セイバーが奪われたか。
That's the only response Archer gave. His master, Tohsaka Rin, simply stated the facts, but he states it even more matter-of-factly.
それだけ？これでキャスターの下にいるサーバントは2人よ。何か他に感想はないの？
ああ。これといった打開策は思いつかないな。だが、奴の宝具が判明しただけでも良しとするべきだ。
It's kind of a problem that she kind of has a team of almost half the servants, though.
サーバントとマスターの契約を断つか。事前にそれを知っておけば、うまくことを運べるだろ
う。それ、ずいぶん無関心なのね、ハーチャー。あなた、セイバーに肩入れしてたんじゃないの？
そんな素振りを見せたつもりはないが、何をもってそう思う、リン。
そうね。女の勘で納得できる？
却下だ。女という年か君は。 まず色化が足りない。
Dang.
優雅さも不足だ。おまけに、これが致命的なのだが、とにかく可愛さが分かりづらい。
This is fatal.
なんだ、ようやく調子出てきたわね、あんた。
She smiles pleasantly. Archer has to be like this. An unemotional person isn't the partner Rin trusts. Her partner has to always be composed and has to speak cynically against anyone. Rin knows that is the kindness of this knight. Speaking cynically is like indirectly telling others to fix that part of them.
そう。じゃあ、確証その1。あなた、初めてセイバーと会った時、手を抜いてたでしょ。いくらセイバーが強いって言っても、守り上手なあなたが一撃で倒されるとは思えないのよね。
あれは不意打ちだったからな。君と同じ予想外の展開には弱いんだ。
余計なお世話よ。で、確証その2。ライダーの一件の後、セイバーを挑発してたでしょ。あれってどう考えてもあんたらしくないのよね。
Yeah?
それで少し見方を変えてみたら分かっちゃった。あなた、あの時セイバーを叱ってたんでしょ。正解？やっぱりね、そうじゃないかと思ってたんだ。前世からの因縁にしろ何にせよ、あんたがあそこまで冷たい態度を取るなんて珍しいもの。
そうかな。私は誰に対してもああいった対応をしていると思うのだが。
Not that level, I guess.
そう思うは本人ばかりってね。思うんだけど、あなたって自分に関することだけは不器用なのよ。周りに対してはすごく器用だから、つい騙されちゃうんだけど。
Archer frowns. He must have been self-conscious of it. The knight in red ponders with a troubled expression, and his master looks at him in pleasure. And suddenly...
で、そろそろ思い出した？自分がどこの英雄か。セイバーと関係があるなら、セイバーに近い時代の英雄なんでしょ？
She says so as if testing something.
いや、もやがかかったままだ。だが、君の言う通り、あのセイバーには覚えがある。あちらは知らないようだから、あまり深い関係ではなかったようだが。
Yeah, I was right in that they have some kind of connection like that. But... no clue if it's because he knew Saber when she was alive, or if they were in some other Holy Grail war together or something, I don't know.
じゃあ友人とか恋人関係じゃなかったのね。残念。そうだったらセイバーの正体も分かったのに。
She doesn't sound disappointed. It's just an offhanded remark.
まあ、いずれ思い出すさ。それより、リン。連れ込んできた者の様子はどうだ？命に別状はないのか？
うん。なんとか命は取り留めたわ。あいつ、昨日まで怪我を負っても勝手に治ってたくせに、今回の傷は全然治らないのよ。契約が切れたら、セイバーからもらっていた治癒能力がなくなったんでしょうね。
Yeah, that's not really what it is, but now that she's gone, he won't be able to heal like that.
けど、まあなんとかなったわ。幸い急所は外れてたし、3日ほど安静にしていれば食事ぐらいはできるようになる。
Do we have 3 days to wait on
い
him?
や、そっちじゃない。もう一人の方だ。
ああ、藤村先生。あの人なら寝室で寝かせてあるわ。キャスターの眠りの魔術を受けているけど、本人はすっごく元気よ。
そうか。
Oops. God.
だが、キャスターの魔術なら眠り姫になりかねないな。あの女のそれは魔術というより呪いだ。
Yeah, that's
解
fair.
除するには本人を倒すのが手っ取り早い。
Doesn't make it the easiest, though.
そうね。どの道聖杯戦争も長くは続かない。一日でも早くキャスターは倒すし、藤村先生ならひょっこり自力で起きそうだし。
Archer nods. And after a brief pause in the conversation,
キャスター退治が最優先だな。マスターが一人減ったとはいえ、セイバーは健在だ。余裕はないぞ、リン。
分かってる。すぐに町に出るわ。いくらキャスターでもセイバーを完全に支配するには時間がかかるはず。できればセイバーが操られる前に キャスターを倒さないと。
I hate this, man. I hate this.
了解だ。では、あの小僧との契約もここまでだな。
You finna die.
ええではない。エミやシロはマスターではないのだろう。ならば戦力にはならんし、わざわざ守ってやる必要もない。君どうした？まさか共に戦ったよしみで面倒を見るなどというのではなかろうな。
I wouldn't say that's the reason, but
まさかそこまでお人よしじゃないわ。
なら
けどまだ終わってない。あいつが自分から降りるっていうまで約束は破らない。
oh, he's not giving up.
私は突っぱねるけど、あいつが参ったっていうまでは終わらせちゃいけないんだから。
She declares stubbornly. What can he reply to that?
それが私の方針よ。文句ある？あーちゃん。
仕方あるまい。君がそういう人間だということは言いたいほど分かっている。
His voice sounds cynical. She just laughs it off and makes an order.
行くわよあーちゃん。どうしてか知らないけど、キャスターは竜道寺に戻っていない。なら探し出して戻る前に倒しましょう。
There's no need to answer. The knight in red nods and follows his master. Gloomy clouds are still overhead. A moonless night. She departs with Archer to take aim at her target. Interlude out, yep. Whoa. Okay. Feels like I just got punched. I wake up from the pain in my shoulder. I should probably end it here, man. We're 2 hours, 50 minutes in. We're about 3 hours in. I probably need to just end it here, so that I can have a reasonable stopping point and not get hooked into something else. Let's just get past the ticking. The ticking's gonna aggravate me if I let it sit. My body's still there. I feel my limbs and hear my own breathing. There's bandage wrapped around my shoulder, and the bed I'm in is soft. I don't know. And someone said,
ここまでね。シロはもう戦わなくて。
You remember now? I get up. I remember everything and jump up from the bed. Pain causes my back to ache. Feel my left shoulder. It's burning hot. Feels much worse than a pulled muscle. No, I'm lucky that my arm is still attached after a sword went through it, but it still hurts bad. I slowly get out of bed. I can bear this pain if I grit my teeth. Then... Dear God. The heat in my shoulder reaches my head. I shake it off and move my legs. There shouldn't be anyone. I remember Tohsaka's words. She said those words and left. So she went to fight by herself. I head to the door. I have to go outside. I have to go find Tohsaka. I fall. I almost collapse and support myself using the dresser. It's useless. I fall along with the dresser. I pick up the scattered stuff. Find something familiar. It's a symbol pendant made of crystal. Oh no! He's gonna actually realize! I saw it somewhere. Yeah, it was like this back then as well. The night I got pierced by Lancer. The fatal wound was healed before I knew it. There was something I picked up when I left the hallway with a tired body. It's hot. The poison in my shoulder gets to my brain and makes me dizzy. I know, but my mind does not think. Like the thing I dismissed as a dream. Like whose servant was fighting Lancer at that time. Like who could have saved me and who could have been there at that time. There's no need to think about it, but my head is spinning.
くそ。一つ貸しだとか借りだとか言っておいて、こんなの絶対に返せない借りじゃないか。
Yeah. She was the one saying she owed you. I feel dizzy. My head's messed up from pain, heat, and self-deprecation. I move my legs. I have to look for her. I have something I want to tell her, and there's something she needs to know. That's all I can think about with this dizzy head. Oh my god, he's all the way out here? Dude! When my senses return, I'm in front of the station. My hazy head is moving based on a vague image. That she's there. It orders me to go there if I'm to look for her. I don't know why I'm directed here. My boiling head is only thinking about this building. Then I can only follow my instincts. I didn't have any way to look for Tohsaka from the start. The music. I love this song. So I can only cling to this thing. I love this song. I don't remember the name of it, but I love it. I get to the rooftop. The wind blowing here is even colder and cools down my heated brain.
あんた、なんで？
I hear someone gasp. Osaka's looking down at the town from here, like that one night.
帰りなさい。何のつもりか知らないけど、目障りよ、あなた。
She expresses her anger and stares at me. Behind her, he is standing there, telling me silently that I am of no use.
帰らない。戻るときは遠坂とだ。一緒に戦うって約束しただろう、俺たちは。
Yeah, he's not tapping out that easy. I collect my hazy mind and move my lips.
そんな約束忘れなさい。だいたい今のあなたに何ができるっていうのよ。セイバーを失ったあなたにマスターの相手は務まらない。
それは。
それにあなたが戦う必要なんてもうないわ。マスターじゃなくなったんだから、教会に逃げ込めば安全よ。あとはおとなしくしていれば聖杯戦争は終わってくれる。
If you think it's gonna be that easy, there's no way. I almost fainted her words. It pisses me off.
バカ言うな。セイバーをあのままにしておけるか。いいか、一度戦うと言ったんだ。ならどんなことになったって最後までたと。
My vision turns red. I can't talk. Just yelling makes my muscles cramp up, and I almost die.
それ見なさい。今まではセイバーの助けがあったけど、なくなればそうなるのよ。
Sheesh.
いい、エミヤ君。人間は傷つけば死ぬの。あなたのその傷だって本来なら致命傷なんだから。
People normally die when they are killed. Yeah. That is correct. I guess I get what she's saying. Just kind of funny. Like, you should be dead, basically. Damn, I know that. I know, but it's so painful that I can't speak.
それにセイバーがどうのこうのって言うけど、それはあなたが気にかける問題じゃないわ。エミヤ君はマスターじゃなくなったんだから、セイバーがどうなろうと関係ないでしょ。
It does concern me. All the more if Saber has helped me with pain like this up until now.
違う、マスターでなくてもだ。セイバーは嫌がっていた。あんな奴の言いなりになんてさせられ。
そうけどあなたは無力よ。いいわ、あなたが認めようとしないのなら代わりに私が言ってあげる。今のあなたじゃセイバーを助けることなんてできない。
Yeah, You're right, but my heat disappears. Her cold words freeze my boiling brain.
話はセイバーはいなくなってマスターでもなくなった。聖杯戦争なんていう殺し合いに巻き込まれる理由はなくなったんだから、ここでシロは降りなさい。
There's no way he's going anywhere. Tohsaka turns and walks off.
待てトーサカ。それでも。
What is she doing? What is she doing? Amidst the blowing winds, Tohsaka kicks the ground without any hesitation.
バカ、何考え。
I reach out frantically. There's no need for that. The knight in red appears next to Tohsaka as if protecting her. Even if she jumps off from this height, she should be able to land without a problem if she has her servant. Tohsaka's lips move slightly. I can't hear what she said, but her eyes. You'll die if you keep involving yourself. Coldly tell me so, as if it's the last warning. My heat returns. The heat and the pain make my mind go crazy. I cannot save Saber. There is no reason for Emiyashiro to fight. My wound hurts. I look down at the night scenery that swallowed Tohsaka and repeat those words in my head. Oh my god, another interlude? Just gonna keep going for now. It's gonna be a long episode, but I don't think anybody minds. It is a quiet night. The wind blowing on the mountain is gentle, and the rustling of the trees is as quiet as a whisper. There are no birds singing about winter, nor are there beasts howling at the moon. The only path leading to the Ryudo Temple. The long stone steps preserve its peacefulness tonight as well. What others do not know, this place has withstood 5 battles already. Each one was a great clash. Many servants challenged the Ryudo Temple. Berserker, Lancer, Rider, Saber, Archer. This mountain gate is able to enjoy the darkness thanks to the monster that has repelled all 5 enemies. The long sword moves. It is fortunate that the moon is not out. The arc of the sword moving in a crescent moon shape is so beautiful that the moon would be ashamed of itself if it saw it.
聞いているのですか、アサシン。あなたには門番を続けてもらうと言ったのです。
He ignores the Magus in purple, Caster. Assassin lowers his longsword and glances at the mountain forest without interest.
いや、邪魔者がいてな。おかしな鳥を見かけたので切ってみたが、血も出なければ悲鳴もあげぬ。これはお前の同胞か、キャスター。
そう。監視役の使い魔ね。バーサーカーのマスターか、あのお嬢さんか。どちらにせよ、ここもそう長くは持たない。
He thought to cut the strange bird. Caster walks to the forest and looks down at that thing on the ground. It is the corpse of an owl. It is a bird made from crystal. It is simple, but suited for spying, and must have been made by Archer's master.
あのお嬢さんも運がないわね。もう少し無能なら教え子にしてあげてもよかったのに。
She steps on it. The amethyst crystals are crushed to powder, scattering star-like dust.
こんな輩も多いですし、マスターの守護は任せましたよ、アサシン。マスターが死んでしまっては、私も消えざるを得ない。消えたくなければ死ぬ気で門を守りなさい。
さて、死ぬ気でというのは難しいな。この小次郎、生まれてこの方、生きているという実感がない。
Dang.
そのようなものに決死を命じても無意味ではないかな、キャスター。
減らず口よ。勘違いはしないことね、アサシン。あなたは私が呼び出したサーバントよ。奴隷は奴隷らしく振る舞いなさい。いいこと？主人に忠誠を誓えないのなら、 ここで消してしまうだけよ。
Caster's words are filled with enmity and contempt. For her, assassin is only a tool. It is annoying for a tool to talk, so it is natural for her to get mad when it starts to speak cynically.
そうか、それはしたり。カゲロウのごとき我が命だが、今消されるのは困る。一つ約束をしてしまったのでな。できるのならば果たしたいのだ。
なら言葉を慎みなさい。あなたはただここを守っていればいい。ええ、それが果たせた暁にはあなたを本物にしてあげるわ。宝具も持たない下級のあなたが英霊になれるのだから、命をかける価値はあるでしょ。
Without a noble phantasm? Didn't he use a move that was like a noble phantasm though? I thought he used one. Not, well, he didn't have the weapon actually. No, wait, I thought he did. Hold on. Or was it just a technique? It might have just been a technique. Some like absurd technique. I don't remember. Actually, I'd have to check.
心配は無用だ。元より閣僚の身、与えられた役割は演じきってみせよう。だがいいのかな、キャスター。私も主人に忠実ではないが、お前とて不義理ではないか。こたびの件、マスターには内密であろう。
At that instant, Assassin's body explodes. Dang! A thumping sound. The curse that was put into his body upon summoning has exploded. The trees sway. Assassin is flung into the forest, his chest pierced from within by his own ribs. His figure is like a bloomed flower.
これはまた日に日に度が過ぎていくな、キャスター。
黙りなさい。次に同じことを言わせるのなら、あと5日を待たずに消し去るだけよ。
まったく、女と精進は手に負えんというが、お前はいささか行き過ぎだ。
The flashy servant gets up. The servant does not lose his elegance even if he shows his ribs, or if his body is covered in blood.
おお、そのような目で睨むな。美しい顔が台無しだぞ、キャスター。わかっている。お前のマスターには全て内密に行うのだろう。セイバーを捕らえたことも、私という門番がいることも隠し通す。良い美談ではないか。主人を思うその心意気。あの男に
アサシン、あなた。
何、ただの負け惜しみだ。どうあろうとお前には手を挙げられぬのだから、この程度のざれ言は許せよ。門は守る。何があろうと守り通そう。
Assassin is really interesting, honestly.
だが、そういうお前はどこに行く？
当然でしょ。あなたはただの保険よ。
Sheesh.
けどそれも終わり。セイバーさえ手に入れれば、こんなひなびた場所を神殿にすることもないわ。
陣地替えか。となると、確かに私は用済みだが、このお山に勝る霊地があるとでも？
ええ、多少は劣るようだけど、私にふさわしい場所があるわ。それに、遠からずそこには足を運ぶのですもの。今すぐに行っても問題はないでしょう。
Assassin's expression, which had been cool up to now, clouds up. Caster smiles as if she's satisfied.
そう。私たちの勝利は揺るがないのだから、先に商品を受け取りに行くの。新しい陣地と聖杯。それにセイバーという駒まで揃えた。これなら乗り気でない私のマスターも、私の方針に異論は挟めないでしょう。
That is true. No matter how much Caster's master, Kuzuki Soichiro, stays silent, he would be forced to fight if the conditions are set so perfectly. But what is more certain is that
つまらない戦いはおしまい。聖杯さえ手に入れれば、恐れるものは何もない。そう。誰であろうと、私を阻むことはできなくなるのですからね。
Loud laughter pollutes the night. The Magus in purple expresses her victory. The knight with the longsword looks up at the sky. The time is near. No matter what the end may be, only 5 days remain. Even though the remaining time will not likely be used up, the swordsman that has lived through hell feels that the match will not be settled easily. What, 5 days until he's like no longer Caster's servant, or is that not what that is? Dear God, this night is still not over. And I fall. I can't even breathe properly. The wound on my shoulder is swelling up, and it hurts just to breathe. I can't keep my consciousness. I'll fall asleep if I let my guard down. Now, first of all, I'm not too sure if I'm conscious or not. I don't know how I got home from that rooftop, or why I came home. My thoughts become vague. The only sure thing is my thumping heart. Tohsaka told me not to involve myself, because I'm powerless and I don't have a reason to fight anymore. But that's wrong. I knew more than anyone that I'm powerless. My reason to fight is something different. I can't let it become just a scar. Losing against others is inevitable. I'm used to being beat up, and it's vexing, but I know I can't reach them no matter what I do. But that's only when my enemy is someone else. I can't lose against myself. There's no element that would make me lose if our powers are equal. To admit defeat against such an enemy is to declare that I'm wrong. The wound distorts. Blood stains the bandage. I grab it with my left hand and glare at the darkness. The memory from 10 years ago. The words of the man who was my father. Even if I was wrong from the start, there's nothing wrong with the path I took. I wanted to be a superhero so that incident wouldn't just become a sad memory. A time where everyone would be happy and shed no tears. I've held that ideal for 10 years. It doesn't matter how badly my head refuses to function. What needs to be done is determined from the start. I didn't fight because I became a master. I decided to fight because it's something I can do. I believed it's something I have to do. Finally remember the obvious. If I believe it is right, I'll believe in this path until the very end. I won't stop, and I won't let her fight by herself. That's why I will sleep now. I won't let her call me a burden. I'll heal this wound up in one night. And when I wake up in the morning, I'll catch up to her for sure and repair for what she did that night. There we are. Holy crap. That was quite a day. Whew. Okay. What an episode. So, as always, we had the lighthearted bit at the beginning, and I really enjoyed it. Just the time with Tohsaka. I honestly thought that very well might end up being the full episode, and I would have been cool with it. I really enjoyed that part of the episode. The time we spent with Tohsaka, just, casually talking to her, getting closer to her. Just getting out, having fun. I mean, I really enjoyed that scene. Or, that section. But then, obviously, things got crazy from there. We return home, and Caster is there. And skipping the details, we refuse to obey Caster. And I think that's what I was supposed to do at this point. I'm going to assume as much. I mean, we can check real quick. I'll just ignore all this. I'm guessing this is going to end up leading to a bad end. Yeah. Okay. So, it does lead to a bad end, like I figured. So, I made the right choice, which... Wow. I can't believe that's the right choice. Like, this is the actual story happening. We lost Saber. We actually lost Saber. Saber is under the control of Caster. Oh my god, like, that is absurdly huge. That is huge. Shiro is no longer a master. Saber is fighting with Caster. Caster has, including Caster, there are 3 servants on that, like, team. That's an issue. God, man. But just no matter what, right? Shiro, he woke up after the injury, and he finally realized it was Tohsaka that saved his life. The Night Lancer pierced his heart. And I think it's kind of become one of his reasons to fight. Like, he refused to just give in. You know, he managed to get all the way to that city on top of the skyscraper to find Tohsaka, right? And, I mean, she just called him a burden and told him not to fight anymore. And, I mean, she's not wrong. He shouldn't. But Shiro's found his reason to fight, I think. Catch up to her for sure and repay her for what she did that night, you know? Yeah, he has a new reason to fight. He's not just gonna stop here. But without Saber, it's gonna get interesting. I mean, what's he gonna do? Like, he's literally just gonna... What, is he going to train like Archer? Is he gonna train in projection magic and how Archer, you know, sword fights? Is that what he's gonna do? Is he gonna become somebody who can actually do something, or is he gonna be useless for the rest of the route? I don't know. I can safely say, though, this route is crazy good. I am loving it. This route has been amazing so far. We'll see if it can stick the landing, but, oh man, this route is crazy good. Like, the way it's, like, pushing towards some of the final conflicts is just incredible, right? There's so much set up. Saber is with Caster. Caster is absurdly powerful now, has 3 servants, right? Gilgamesh is in the fold, right? Or in the fray. Like, there is so much that could happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Is Shiro going to somehow get Saber back? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But, man, what an episode. This has got to be one of the best episodes yet. Easily, actually. Well, I could sit here and rave about this episode all day. This was amazing. This was seriously amazing. I will be playing again soon. Like, it's that simple. I will be playing again soon. This game just keeps getting better and better. I didn't think it was even possible. Right? Like, the way Fate route has literally never stuttered. So, or not Fate. The way the Unlimited Blade works has, like, not stuttered at all yet for me. I have literally, every episode has had good development, right, of the plot. And then crazy, like, action and story moments, you know? Like, they don't have to focus as much on world building, which definitely helps. But, I mean, they still do build things, right? You know, they, like, build, like, relationships and people, like, talk. They do have that downtime, which I was cool with. And then there's so much uptime with all the action. I'm loving this route so far. Man, I could sit here and talk about it all day, but I won't do that. I will end this episode. I have a feeling we'll be probably going to an every other day schedule at this point. Don't, like, It's not a promise, but the way I'm enjoying this and the fact that I've finished up some other stuff that I've been doing recently, I can see myself going every other day at this point. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode and my reactions to it. Wow. God, man. Next episode should be out soon. Like I said, hopefully 2 days is what I'm shooting for. And I hope to see you guys there so we can continue the Unlimited Blade Works route and see what the heck is going to happen from here. Peace.